I need you, yeah. Yeah, I need you. Yeah, I need you, I need you, I need you. Take a shot to the head, try to forget what you said. I'm all alone in my bed. All the money I have is all to spend when you're dead. You left my heart in a mess. I can't sleep without you. I can't breathe without you. I won't be without you, 'cause I bleed without you.
Broken glass on the hotel floor. Gotta face my past before I end up in your arms. In your arms. I write my thoughts on an empty page, but no matter what I do, I still feel the same in your arms. In your arms. Yeah, I've called and you won't pick up, so tell them that I'm gone and I won't wake up. I asked if you wanted love, I just wanted it to last. Now I'm sitting in a pile of my own glass. The emotions got me insane, feels like I'm losing my mind. We hoped we'd work through the pain, but now we've run out of time. You keep trying to undo me, that won't be my fate. What is life when the money and the fame gone? Broken glass on the hotel floor. Gotta face my past before I end up in your arms. In your arms. I write my thoughts on an empty page, but no matter what I do, I still feel the same in your arms. In your arms.
Yeah, for now I sat in a pile of glass, reminiscing about our past and how I was happy then. 'Cause now my thoughts, they run away, and I need a safe place that used to be inside your arms. Nowadays it feels like
You keep trying to run through me, that won't be my fate. What is life when the money and the fame gone? Broken glass on the hotel floor. Gotta face my past before I end up in your arms. In your arms. I write my thoughts on an empty page, but no matter what I do, I still feel the same in your arms. In your arms.
chasing highs. I know you hate the way that I do just enough to get you up. It feels like I'm losing touch, I'm not enough. I keep running fast, I keep running faster. The world is such a wreck, I know I'm a mess, nothing less. I keep running fast, I keep running faster. You said that you wish I'd go. Why you live in a world so cold? I got just enough to get you up. It feels like I'm losing touch, I'm not enough. I feel like I'ma pass out. Thought that the day ones would last, no. They wanna be just like you, friends turn and they lose. 45 and I'm gone, feel alive when I'm torn. No, I waste all my time feeling lesser. Don't wanna mess up, know that I'm blessed, it's been emotional, listen, I hope you know. All of the pain that you caused me, it helped me grow. I can't feel anymore, I know I've been ignoring the things that I live for, the life that I give, and I feel like I could've done better. So I keep running faster than ever. I keep running fast, I keep running faster. The world is such a wreck, I know I'm a mess, nothing less. I keep running fast, I keep running faster. You said that you wish I'd go. Why you live in a world so cold? I got just enough to get you up. It feels like I'm losing touch, I'm not enough.
I got my hope on full, but my heart's on empty. Don't know what you want, you've been gone and you left me. Give what I got, it's for naught, to the next please. Stuck in my emotions at a loss when you text me. When I'm in, you're out, you gon' take me down. You complain about everything, oh wow, nothing's changed about how you came around. Yeah, always try to blame me while you play around. So tell me what the deal is, tell me what you want, yeah. I can't even give it, I'm all out of love. Thinking that we finished, but then you pulled a card. Look, I'm sorry, but I'm out of here. I think you out of love. Simple little changes, probably all subtle. Notice that you ain't the same, and I'm puzzled. Wonder what it takes, I'm breaking down rubble. I had to switch lanes, I'm safe in my bubble. Look, I don't know what I'm feeling, we back and forth depending. No matter what the weather is, you're never gonna get it. Packing my bags, moving, I'm finished. All out of gas, I've been empty, diminished. I got my hope on full, but my heart's on empty. Don't know what you want, you've been gone and you left me. Give what I got, it's for naught, to the next please. Stuck in my emotions at a loss when you text me. When I'm in, you're out, you gon' take me down. You complain about everything, oh wow, nothing's changed about how you came around. Yeah, always try to blame me while you play around. You talk on my name, I was lost in a phase. You were wrong in your place and you wanna be shamed. And you're off with the lames, got me gone into space. You were coming for my image, but it blew up in your face. Well, really you the villain, but always put on a front. Got me second guessing feelings, I'm wondering if I'm wrong, yeah. Manipulative and timid, you rigorous with your love. Been addicted to the feeling, but lately it's getting wrong. Look, I don't know what I'm feeling, we back and forth depending. No matter what the weather is, you're never gonna get it. Packing my bags, moving, I'm finished. All out of gas, I've been empty, diminished. I got my hope on full, but my heart's on empty. Don't know what you want, you've been gone and you left me. Give what I got, it's for naught, to the next please. Stuck in my emotions at a loss when you text me. When I'm in, you're out, you gon' take me down. You complain about everything, oh wow, nothing's changed about
Frederico, we've got him. Ay, fresh off the boat on the dope, yeah. You said you rap, that's a joke, yeah. You hate your life and it shows, yeah. I'm making plays coast to coast, yeah. Perfect. I keep my moves on the low, ay. iPhone 6-digit code. How I stack up with my bros, yeah. Yeah. Wouldn't you like to know? And I'm back up on the scene, tryna stack up all the cream. Pockets bustin' at the seams, you don't know what I mean. Get there, I say with my green. I see people tryna scheme. It don't got a red stripe, but you know my flow supreme. Yo, diamonds I need on my wrist, ayy. Nobody sounding like this, ayy. Don't even know how you got to the top. I send you to the abyss, ayy. I shoot shot, don't miss, ayy. I move pot with wrist, ayy. All these other rappers probably tryna sound like this, yo. Ayy, where the dope at? Yeah, they shoot at me just like Kodak. Ayy, got a problem, tell them hold that. Just run the city, boy, I thought you know that. How we make a way without a boat? Wait, how? He got all the keys and all the dope. All the dope, tell them keep that respect though. Give me the check though, and I say perfecto. Ayy. Got the hustle from my pops, man, I got so many keys, got the whole city on lock. You should worry about yourself, why you staying on my jock? Can't stop, even UPS can't put me in a box, yeah. Shawty said it's a bop, about to play this in a drop top, cruising down the block. Yo, acting like the man, but we both know that you not. I got hops, watch me ball, hear the swishing with my shot. Wet, me I'm on top already, give me that guap, I'm ready. Got drive and dready. Throw cash, confetti. Give me that ice like Yeti. Hate, but they had not met me. But they ain't bringing me down. No, I'm too up right now. Aye, private meeting, check the dough lot. This cool, but my next single is more hot. I did all the shows in my city, I was busy. Yeah, now I'm taking over your block. Aye, where the dope at? Yeah, they shoot at me just like Kodak. Aye, got a problem, tell them hold that. Just run the city, boy, I thought you know that. How we make a way without a boat? Wait, how? He got all the keys and all the dope. All the dope, tell him keep that respect though. Give me the check though, and I say perfecto.
I gotta watch my back, probably pack my bag. You're like a computer crash, baby. I was wrong, so she left me. Now I'm down on my left knee, but I'm gone in a jet speed. Get around like a 10-speed. I gotta watch my back, probably pack my bags. You're like a computer crash, baby. Well, maybe it's not that bad. Pretend like I'm not that sad. She only know how to make me mad. How to make me mad. You don't know a damn thing. 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 Baby, that's a damn shame. 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 I can't rock with that. I can't rock with that. You just hold me back and it makes me mad. I can't rock with that. I can't rock with that. You just hold me back and it makes me mad. I gotta watch my back, probably pack my bags. You're like a computer crash, baby. Well, maybe it's not that bad. Pretend like I'm not that sad. She only know how to make me mad. How to make me mad. I bet she does it with ease. I bet she does it to tease. Somehow she got in my keep her company. I gotta watch my back, probably pack my bags. You're like a computer crash, baby, well, maybe it's not that bad. Pretend like I'm not that sad. She only know how to make me mad. How to make me mad.
Yeah, we not slowing down. Say, what? Ay. Hop on the beat, you know it's wet day. If they go against me, go and give them all the sweat day. We know that they need that. Living on your kneecaps, way too many trolls out. I don't want your feedback. Yeah, drunk words equal sober thoughts. Saying I'm the greatest when I'm wasted, drive with no exhaust. I don't let them gas me, I don't even gas myself. Push the whip like Flintstones, touching down like NFL. In every city, cross the country, gotta let them know I'm lapping rappers and I never got a medal though. No trophies on the mantle, I'm an animal, a cannibal. Eat your favorite rapper like some Danimals. Like Tempur-Pedic, man, I'm used to getting slept on. But now my temper raised the temperature, I know you're dead wrong. Saying you don't feel the flame, must be on some Novocaine. Look at what I overcame, they should call me Notre Dame. Damn, it's crazy, they think I caught the rabies. The city really made me, was never playing JV. I'm undrafted, but ball like the NBA pay me. Always keep my cool, not even the moon could faze me. My mom's only son keeps shining. I don't need diamonds, I just need...
This is where things start to get really interesting, where it's make and break for a lot of these teams and players. So
for him, still not to any avail. A bit of a team pinch coming out. They finished that one. Fate coming out of the kickoff. A bit of a passing play attempt. Is it going to happen? Is it going to happen? What a finish that was. Let's get to the top of it. He's going to go for a bit of an aerial touch, maybe a double tap. And gets it!
Absolutely scintillating strike. Takes a 2-goal lead for his team. Once again, that is phenomenal.
I told you it was hype. I told you it was hype. £1,260 prize pool.
Right now, this right here is the pinnacle of RSC.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are now going into the lower side of this major playoff, and we see nothing but sweeps so far. We got the 3-0 sweep here, Saturnia versus Venom, and on the B stream, Gladiators swept Bladesmiths. And Danny Boy, we didn't really see the best performance for the majors here, so hopefully we can see that in this one. But with two minor players subbing up, it's maybe questionable if this could be another of what we just saw earlier.
Well, it might be more of the same as well, but potentially a bit more hopeful to some extent, because these are the teams that you're not necessarily riding all your hopes on. You might see one or two standout performances, but here's the key thing of this sort of conversation, Buddha, is where these teams actually came from, and that's of course the last chance or the play-in side of the bracket.
Yeah, for sure. Obviously, we got the Jammy Dodgers team. They came all the way from the play-ins They got that 3-1 onto Zulu, then the 3-0 sweep onto Megumin Colt. A really good result from them, showing that they really did deserve their spot in the playoffs. But as we mentioned, they do have 2 minor players subbing up, so this isn't going to be that top performance of Jammy Dodgers that we saw in the play-in. So it's all down to the 1 major player left on the roster. Can he step up? Can he take these 2 minor players all the way? But this Bladesmith side, they didn't have to make that play-in run. They made it to the playoffs just from the seeding from league play. But as I mentioned earlier, they did get swept by Gladiators, which is a team that a lot of people are rooting to win it all. So Bladesmiths, they're knocked, but they're not out just yet, and this is going to be their bounce back.
Well, hopefully they'll find a way to bounce back. But again, when you lose that badly, you're just hoping for a bit of sort of safety and security. Roughly, Buddha, is this going to be a potential 3-0 sweep as we maybe see these teams actually get this match underway?
I mean, yeah, just on paper, you are expected a 3-0 sweep from the Bladesmith side, but from the Bladesmith side, but Jammy Dodgers with 2 minor players subbing up. When you play that higher level of Rocket League, you kind of do improve. You kind of you can read a lot more things, so it could throw off guard to the Bladesmith side. But either way, Bladesmith's probably in favor to take a sweep here, just because it's 3 major players. It's a team who made it top 2 in league played, going against 1 major player and 2 minors who did eventually fall short in the playoffs. But either way, game number 1's underway. Who's gonna take it? We shall find out.
Well, indeed, with that being the case as well, we see a helping in terms to some extent of a 3-0 battering or maybe a full-on course meal here, but it's strange here, one of the players looking very much stagnant in the mid lane, but a bump onto the keeper. And the last time I've seen a few of these players was very much critical at the playoff stage. I might be critical once more, but we'll save that for another time perhaps.
It's already goal number 1. It's coming from form from the Jammy Dodgers side. They're questioning we might be coming up from minor, but it does not matter. The defense of Bladesmiths, no 3rd man there to save that one. Already 1 goal down, but they've got plenty of time to build that lead back up. Well, first of all, they've got to look for the equalizer. Wolfie, they'll put it to the corner. Both players not going to be able to find the touch. Dark, plenty of boost in the tank. It's past 1. Will be ducked to beat him to it though. Into the corner. Maybe looking for an info pass here. Will be beat out by form. Trying to get past Wolfie, which he does. Looking for the shot now. It is going to go on target. Sato not be able to save it. Form already with 2 goals for Jammy Dodgers.
Side here with the bump right across. Keeper's no chance realistically as long as the shot's near side. It was and played to perfection. Can't be too harsh onto that play, but mind you, and here's unfortunately the Bladesmiths' biggest issue. They have to find something a bit more constructive if they want to get into the game more.
Yeah, Bladesmiths a little bit shaky on the defense for now, but hopefully that's just because it's the first game on, maybe. But they need to be prepared for this, especially for the playoffs. Will be duck now, going up the side. Will not be able to follow through. It's going to fall into the orange half, but it will be blocked out. Sato not be able to find that first goal. Both players not be able to find anything of it. World puts it down the line for Dark. He's going to leave it though into the corner. It'll be Sato. Just get it out of the corner for now. Looking for the counter now. Will be blocked out from Dark. A double Comanche as well from the Jammy Dodgers side. Dark putting in the midfield to Wolfie. Wolfie with the shot, but it's going to go wide. And Bladesmith still not yet to find their first goal. Wolfie not going to find it just yet. Bladesmith seem to be struggling to even find a good opportunity against this Jammy Dodgers side. But as I talk about it, will be Wolfie for the shot, but it is saved again by World. And Jammy Dodgers really holding so far.
Hey, but there's a few ideas I'd like to see, however, from the Bladesmiths. A few tempting passes, some very much obvious. Another infield straight across and left into the corner here. So what really is their sort of strategy moving into it, leaving the ball sort of precarious in that situation? Not ideal, and that should be thumped on home for goal number 3, but not to be.
Will be a counter-attack for the Bladesmith side. A pass from Duck in the midfield. Sato with the shot, and it does go in. A great pass, and he gets the clinical finish, and finally, Bladesmith will find their first goal.
Love to see it. Nice right across into it, but the keeper be a little bit disappointed in himself. Should have realistically rotated deeper, give himself more time and an angle to work with it. But half time, effectively so here, and Wolfie, a few opportunities here to whip this one into middle, could just drop it right across, not occurring. So, mind you, and this is maybe probably the decent side of it, but a much more closer game this.
Yeah, much more closer than what we've seen. Duck almost getting that equaliser, but when we save that from form, he's having a really good performance so far with 2 goals and a save to his name. That is the player coming up from the minor tier alongside with World, who's not really been involved too much just yet. Dark, he's really got to really step up for this team, take charge for the team as he does find his 3rd save, but not really finding himself involved in the attacking department. Demo's coming out from the Bladesmith side. No shot from Dark. He's going to leave it for World. World now. He's going to give the possession away to Duck, who is going to put it to the side. He is given some time here to get a free touch. We'll go off this backboard, but no one's going to be able to capitalise on it just yet, as we do just reach under 2 minutes left on the clock. Wolfie not be able to find it on target just yet. Duck to find the pass to Sato. Sato is going to give it away to World, and World already finds his 1st goal. And Jammy Dodgers, I mean, they've just been given all 3 goals.
Almost like handed onto a plate this one. Should have done much more better with a pass right across. We don't really need to break down what happened in that situation, and frankly, situation, as you said, 3-1 has to be much better, and Wolfie's kickoff will find a few moments to the back wall, and then bar that being this case here, there was glimmers of hope.
Hope is what they need, as they are 2 goals down, looking for the 2nd, but it's going to be blocked out. Followed from Duck, though, and it will go on target. It is going to go in. Seconds after the 3rd, they will find the 2nd of their own, and they're only 1 goal down with a minute and a half left on the clock. Can they do it? I mean, with the defense of Jammy Dodgers, if it continues like that, they're going to find the equaliser. But if you're a fan of the Bladesmiths, you've really got to be questioning what's going on, because this is a team who dominated almost every team in league play, and they're struggling against this team. But you know what? I should just close it. Sato's like, nah, it doesn't matter. We're just warming up.
I'll send more of them up. Might need a few extra stretches here, because there's still glimmers of mistakes still occur here with frankly the kickoff goal to advantage. This team can't rely on that every time. Here's this one goes to Wild, and options before him. You're up on the bottom left hand side if he can get the ball down to Waddington, force 50. And Wolfie straight across here and right for Duck to fling this ball right across to the back wall. But something that's going to be a bit more on target against the green doesn't happen, and frankly have this play to be somewhat stagnated into this back wall once more, continuously wrapping fire at it.
Just under a minute left. We are tied 3-3. Both teams looking for this leading goal, not going to overtime, but Dark, he's going to put it into his own half, but he's going to recover himself, almost looking for that own goal. Wolfie is going to find the shot, but not going to be on target just enough. Form and just spawn and find that touch, but not be able to do much with it. Duck play is slowing down a little bit here. Both teams trying to find this possession. Sato with a great block with the pre-flip, but it is going to go in, and the Duck does get the finish. And I mean, you're not saving that. I don't think you expected that at all.
Very much an old school style of play from Sarp in Season 1. Would hate to probably say that's play so far off the day, but certainly one of would get my stamp of approval. Cheeky, force 50, and just a poacher's goal right in front of the net, forcing the keeper to be almost baffled on to its simple plays. Sometimes simple is what you need.
Can they find another goal lead, or is it going to be Jammy Dodgers to find themselves going for that overtime situation? Will be in the corner. World gets past one, gets past the 2nd, but it will be Duck to put it back into his own corner. A demo here from Wolfie trying to shut down the play. 7 seconds on the clock. Can they hold to take this game 1 victory? Blocked out now from Dark, sorry. World is going to find the save, but no! Oh no! Oh, they just own goal it and secure the loss for themselves. And I mean, oh no.
Just trying to sit here and work out, you know, was it Paul last game around trying to help him out in terms of how they own goal, but either way, the game was a factly lost. Didn't see much chance of the OT occurring in the first place, so yes, the Jammy Dodgers, to be fair, played reasonably okay. We talked about hoping for a bit of better quality. We've got that. It's just the only issues that we probably see is we want to see the goal count to lower slightly and the defence to be a bit more solid in the back lines.
I mean, you know, Bladesmiths, they do find that first game victory, but, you know, with the situation they're in, you know, with these sub-ups from the Jammy Dodgers side, it is questionable of how weak their performance was in that first half. You know, all 3 goals of Jammy Dodgers was just the defense of Bladesmiths. You know, the first goal, we saw no third man, and the second and third one, the defense just gave it away to the Jammy Dodgers. So, Bladesmiths, they really need to tighten that defense up because, you may, in their heads, they might be thinking, okay, this is a free series, but you can't be thinking like that because this Jammy Dodgers side, you can tell they're here to win it, but it's just if they can do it. And so far, we have seen some fight in them, but we need to see them go all the way.
Potentially as well too. I'm slightly chuckling along myself here what Bladesmith has wrote on the chat. No, you can't see it, but usually camaraderie is such a key element of the game. We talk about supporting your team. Well, they're able to have a bit of a joke now and again and seem to be there in good spirits. 5-3. Alright, might be a time for a laugh, but they have to get the business done here in game 2.
Number 2 underway. It will be a 1-0 lead for Bladesmiths for now. They'll be looking to extend for that number 2, Wolfie. They're going to give possession away to the Jammy Dodgers. It'll be Duck finding the first touch. Wolfie following through high onto the backboard. Will it be finished from Sato? It will be a shot on target. No, it will bounce off the crossbar. Zero boost from World. Not going to find the save. A fake from Duck looking for the shot, but World is going to save it. Followed from Sato, and it finally goes in.
Sat there with the bait. And unfortunately, ducks cannot be sitting in the sea swimming so freely. They have to get moved across here, and frankly, everybody's sort of sitting there looking at each other, sort of going, that really just happened? Yep, it did on your screens. If you don't believe it, re-watch it here, but goal number 2 could still occur here if a bump on the keeper finally happens, and Dark just taking no chances on that one and just smothers the ball into the back wall, but the back wall not really being fully covered, and Duck really taking the play away from his own team.
We're dropping down the Wolfie. Finding the pass to Duck. Duck now. Trying to find the corner, which he does not find. World off the ceiling. Won't be able to find anything of it. Sato looking for the double, which he does in the midfield. Can it be finished? No, it won't. It will be saved out from form. Wolfie trying to follow through with the double here. And he is going to get that touchdown, but he's going to go short to that post. He's going to try to find a pass here to Sato. Sato with a shot will be blocked out from Dark. Looking for the counter-attack now. He's going to be a bit messy around the ball, but it will be Wolfie. He's going to get the 100, looking for something of it, but it's going to be intercepted and cleared away for the Jammy Dodgers side. Maybe looking for the first goal here, even their first shot. Passing from form, but not going to be able much of it. Already 6 shots from the Bladesmiths, looking for number 7, which they do, but it does get saved out from Dark. And Jammy Dodgers, yet again, 5 saves, 0 shots. They've been put on the back foot, and they just cannot find anything offensive right now.
No, that's a nice idea at the bump, however, both sides, as you're sort of alluding to, apparently sort of not potent enough to really score these chances when they actually get them at least reasonably in front of net here. As this ball back down and the pass to form not happening either. It almost just feels like they're trying to force the issue too much and not able to link that final 1 or 2 passes away here, but Buddha, even that is the case here, it's still much more better. It's still much more that we would like to see here. That's a decent block away to the midline.
Yeah, we're definitely seeing some closer individual games. Even if this does turn out to be a sweep, the games have been a lot more closer, a lot more talented, but it's going to be finally finished here from World. Dark gets that pass from the defense of Bladesmiths, just not finding that touch, and they're going to tie it up right here. Sato, just a little bit awkward, not being able to find it, but either way, they're going to take that equaliser without any worry.
Slightly complex on how he approach to that one, but we'll ignore it for the time being. But the fact that we've played half a game for no purpose, we might as well write it off here, and we'll be slightly annoyed here to some extent that Blacksmiths will be disappointed. But Duck leaving that one away here. The team has, effectively in the last 3 players, missed the ball, so Wolfie straight across and down. Wild on the near side, bump away, but no touch, no presence, and everybody, frankly, forgetting the key thing, get themselves behind the ball here.
Just over 2 minutes left on the clock. 1 goal apiece. Bladesmiths looking to have a little bit more possession on the field, but not be able to take the lead just yet. Jammy Dodgers, they really do find opportunities on the attack, but when they do, they try to make it count as best as they can. Sato going for the dribble now, trying to get past World. It's going to find the 50. Can it be finished? But no, it won't. It will be Dark to clear it out to the side. Looking for a play of his own. Look for the flip reset. Not be able to find it. Will be Form in the corner, blocked out. Trying to recover for himself, but not be able to find anything from it. Dark, it can take a little bit of time. We'll get past World. Still in the blue corner though, Dark. Not be able to really do much with it. It's a little bit messy there from the players, but eventually does get out to the other side. World now maybe looking for a double here, setting himself up, looking for the shot. He's going to find the miss. Form with the shot, but what a save from Duck and Bladesmiths. They are still living to this 1-1.
Hide from the demo, and here, thought it would be a cruel game. The ball almost magnetised itself towards it, and Dark runs away. Will just need to whip this one to the side, not happening, and unfortunately the wrong orientation of the ball. And the car here eventually eating what could have been a potentially 2-1 minute now. Still on the clock here. Duck shot to the back wall. Dark mistake. And it should have been cleared away. Abysmal defending will result into this one.
Well, not getting the best clear there. Definitely needs a better one. But either way, Bladesmiths, they're gonna finish that. This is a team who will punish those mistakes. And that is what they do there and then. A 1-goal lead now for the Bladesmiths with just under a minute on the clock. Jammy Dodgers really need to find something from this form now. Off the kickoff. Going to try and leave it in the midfield for himself. Looking for a dribble. Looking for a solo player of his own. Just get flicked past one. Looking for the bump. But it will be saved out from Sato. Beat out by World. World now in the corner. Not going to be able to do much. Will be Wolfie. Going to go back into the blue half. It will be a shot on target for Duck. Not going to let that one slip past at any moment. 30 seconds left now. Bladesmiths looking strong, but definitely possible to slip one up as both sides have been really aggressive on the shots. You know, Bladesmiths, we've seen 9 shots, and for Jammy Dodgers, we've seen 9 as well. So this really just shows which team can really, you know, make their chances count.
For some of those statistics might be leading to the back wall. Would have been probably nicer. We can see a heat map where the placement would have been here, but the Blacksmiths really taking their advantage when needed to, and that ball eventually should be dropping down here, especially up there to Demo, but why was it kept up in the first place? Eventually the bump does come in 2-0 series-wise, nonetheless here, Buddha. We said we didn't really want to sweep here. Might be actually heading that way, though.
It's definitely looking like it, but either way, you know, it's not a kind of a whitewash. You know, the games individually have been very close. They've actually both been... No, the first one was a 2-goal difference game, and this one was only a 1-goal difference. So, yeah, it's definitely close individually on the games, but I think this is where, you know, Bladesmiths, they have their full roster, and they've just got that chemistry of that whole league play in this major tier, and it just edges out onto Jammy Dodgers. But you got to give credit for Jammy Dodgers. They are, you know, you can tell they're trying their best. They're honestly trying, and World and Form... You know, they're not doing too bad, you know, playing up in this major tier, but you can't expect them to win with 2 minor sub-ups.
Well, I'm not going to sit here and whether the players from minor, I don't care, games from prospect, I'll judge what I see on the pitch. But I think it's fair what you said. They have actually played reasonably well, and frankly, playing against this full-side chemistry on the roster is always going to be difficult, and they've had a good accountability of themselves. So far, you can't take anything away from them. What I would like to see, if they actually want to show themselves, is getting that 1 game on the board for their own sake.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, at the moment, we've seen just sweeps so far in the playoffs. So, you know, maybe Jammy Dodgers could be the first team to kind of break that, unless obviously the B-Stream have a different result to what we're seeing right now. But Bladesmiths definitely looking for the sweep here. And, I mean, going into this series, it's kind of predicted just because obviously the kind of situation that Jammy Dodgers are in. But either way, they're making the best use of what they can do, and they're putting up a performance. But can they find their first game, or is it going to be Bladesmiths to find this full-on 3-0 sweep? It'll be Dark. It'll be blocked out from Wolfie. Duck now. Plenty of time. He's going to miss the 100 pad though. Very low boost now. Not going to be able to do much. We'll get bumped as well, but no one's really challenging the ball too quick. So Duck will get that one touch. Wolfie trying to find a counter here, but just kind of giving the ball away to the defense of Jammy Dodgers. It's going to be popped up awkwardly from both players. A double commit. Sato with the block. Follow through from Duck, and it is going to be a goal. I mean, that was all from the double commit from Jammy Dodgers.
Sit there and extend it even further back to that from Duck, missing the 100 boost, but the awareness, the control of the game, that's the key where you have to get in, especially in these situations. Played at perfection, got themselves out of trouble, and developed into the play of their own as well too, with that being the case here in game 3. 4-2 as far as I'm aware, with a few seconds left, so probably 1-1 tied up nicely in the B stream, so both sets of matches poised right and nicely. It's just well the case on Jammy Dodgers can't allude to that 1 game win. Of course, they'll need to score at least 1 here.
Well, it's finding it there, but we'll be Sato to block it out off the sidewall now with a lot of boost in the tank. He's going to pop it upfield onto the backboard. Might be finished though from his team. We are a minute in now, 1-0 lead for the Bladesmiths. World. Now we have to find the touch he's looking for. Duck looking for the fake. Perform is going to find that clear. Already getting a demo. will be back on their own backboard though. World is going to give the ball away to Duck. Duck gets past one. Not going to be able to find a shot. He's just going to fall wide. Wolfie trying to finish it, but cannot find it to connect to that net. Form now looking for a shot on target. Both players in the defense. It's just going to scramble, and Form, he finds the equaliser.
Well, while you sit there and move into it, this was more of the undoing of the Blacksmiths there. Frankly, it was a 3-player team effort. Fortunately, it was the wrong way. Their action will be now heading at a tie game at their 90 seconds, a window mark as the series might usually go. Frankly, we might just see a bit of kerfuffle later on.
Will be Form in the blue corner. A bump from his teammate, but not be able to make much of it. World. They're going to get his first touch, maybe looking for the second follow-up. Will be beat out by Duck on the front post. Wolfie gets his first touch to the corner, looking for the double, which he does, into the midfield. Sato with an opportunity, and he finishes it. Just a simple pass and play. That's all it takes to beat the Jammy Dodgers for now.
All you have to do is keep it basic and simple for the majority of your standard gameplay. Will generally win you plenty of games. And exactly like that, the pass works out. This is whether they can now prolong the potential 2-2 and develop their own scoreline to their favour. Hills Wolfie waits patiently, but the same coming out and up to the back wall. The Form just has to drop a double, touching on the layers. It's 2-2.
Oh, that's the way to go to tie it up. A beautiful goal here from Dark. Pops it up for himself, finds the double. The defensive Bladesmith has no idea where that's going, but Wolfie almost on the last second finds it. But what a beautiful goal there from Dark to tie it all up. Just over 3 minutes on the clock. It's still anyone's game to find it. Duck is going to put it in the midfield, and already Sato is going to take that lead for himself, finding himself his goal number 2.
For tap, it seems to be back and forth and shoveled right across here, but for the second umpteenth time, we see the pass right in cross middle. And I believe it was Dark who originally passed it across his own mid-lane box, trying to dribble himself out of danger. Frankly, hasn't worked twice and got punished this time for it. Got to be more aware here, an infield pass. And unfortunately, waited too long and the window closes upon that.
Dark now, putting it into his own half, trying to regain possession and time. Popping off his own wall, trying to find a touch, which he's not going to find yet. We're trying to find a dunk on the board, double commit. Could be punished here. Duck is going to take it slow, looking for the 50, which is not really going to get. Sato with a shot on target, but it will be saved from Dark. Wolfie now, he's going to pop it up to the side. Sato putting it in the midfield for Duck. Duck with the shot, but nowhere near on target. Not going to be able to find goal number 4. Demos from each player. All 3 players are demoed. Can they capitalise? No, they cannot. They demoed every player of the Jammy Dodgers and still couldn't score. Literally an open net.
Well, to be fair, I'm not usually sympathetic to a team that misses open nets, but the shot or the pass, whatever way you want, the lunging of the ball was well and truly gone before the third player was taken out of the game. But when you have 3 sitting in net, you think this might be impossible, but unfortunately it's improbable, but still taken.
Who needs open nets when you got Wolfie to find the ball in the air, just being in the right position at the right time? He's going to claim that 2-goal lead at the 2 minutes left. It's still possible for Jammy Dodgers, but they've really got to tighten up that defense and get a little bit aggressive, because Bladesmiths, they're now looking to go on for more. And as you talk about it, Wolfie finding his goal number 2 and goal number 5 for Bladesmiths. And at this point, Bladesmiths, they're starting to run away with it.
I love at 4-2, you were almost hoping for some small percentage of a comeback, or at least a third goal to make it interesting. I would have called GG's. 5-2, certainly so at this point in time. Usually the odds of percentage at this stage of time, 70-80% favouring the side at 5-2. That's unfortunate, the situation that the Jammy Dodgers find themselves. We talk about the minor players, all of these factors not coming into their favour, and it will just be a struggle to here on out.
Well, they do find goal number 3. There's a little bit of hope, but not going to be easy to go all the way back to 5-5. But Form is going to clang that one in the back of the net. Sasso not going to find a connection to the ball. Jammy Dodgers, there's still a little bit of hope, but I cannot see I cannot see Bladesmiths throwing of what they had was a 3-goal lead, but you never know what can happen. They could find another goal and already on the post, but it will be finished by Dark, and we've gone from 5-2 to 5-4 in about 10 seconds.
It might just be one of the most highest scoring game in RSC history. And I was complimented earlier on how well it was. 4 goals really should never occur at any level, and we've just seen that occur. The latest, the worst, and Duck just leaving that one a bump onto the keeper and a free chance on target. If they just decide to fully risk it, but when you had a lead, you meant to protect it, as the Blacksmith maybe learnt that after the last 2.
Wolfie gonna pass to Sato. It'll be a 50. Still trying to be in control. Gets past 2 of them. World is going to pop it onto net, but it will be touched out by Wolfie onto the backboard. Form now. Maybe looking for the double here, but it's going to bounce down to Sato. Oh, we have to find it. We'll get the block though. He's going to try and find a play here. Looking for a shot of his own, which he does. An open net. Sato finds his hat trick and goal number 6 for Bladesmiths.
Lovely idea and technique, well taken, but open net. Should be scoring out every day of the week, does so. 50 seconds to hold on to it. Should be. This should have been GG's. This should have been done a long time ago. But the fact that this is somehow with a sniff of a potential chance is beyond me, to be truthfully blunt about it.
Oh, the goal line save. Almost seeing goal number 11 in this game, but we might see it. No, it will be saved from form. Wolfie going for the follow, and it does go on target already. We're at 11 goals, Danny. I mean, you know, 2 games. They were pretty close, but this one, I mean, this is just back and forth, but mostly in favour for Bladesmiths.
Has been entirely the case, and funny enough in game 3 on the B stream, 5-0 the Venom. So it must be goals galore here for RSC. They decided to pump them up earlier. Maybe the grand finale might be 1-0, 1-0, 1-0 type games. But mind you, credit to the Jammy Toasters for showing up. But the problem is they weren't good enough at this level.
20 seconds on the clock. 3 goals for Jammy Dodgers needed. You could say it's impossible, but the way this game's gone far, I'm not going to down it just yet, but most likely Bladesmiths, they're going to run away with this 3-0 sweep. So it's going to be good for them as the timer is clicking down. It probably is a victory here for them, but can they find a consolation goal for goal number 5 as we are reaching to that 0-second mark? Can they keep it up just for the rule of it, just for the sake of Rocket League? Wolfie is going to pop it up. There's going to be Duck now following through off the crossbar. No, one is just going to go in, and we find that 0-second goal and a goal number 12. I don't think I was going to say this, Danny, but goal number 12 in this game.
Well, that's thinking 12 goals. It's an impressive start, but let's not get carried away on their opposition. Usually these players are in the sort of grand finale territory. Whether they get to there, that will be an interesting one later on today. But 3-0 sweep. Let's not lose perspective. That's what we predicted. That's what happened. And for them, they still got a long road to go ahead for this bracket.
Yeah, I mean, you know, they were expected to take that sweep, and that they did. I mean, game number 1, it was looking a bit, you know, worrying, like, Bladesmiths, what's going on? But they eventually did kind of figure out how to play against the Jammy Dodgers. Obviously, they still did have some faults in the defense, as we saw in that game number 3, where they almost, you know, lost that 3-goal lead. But either way, Bladesmiths, you can tell why they're here in the playoffs, and you can see that chemistry on the offense. They get those pass and plays from the corners, and even a couple of times off the backboard. But, you know, defense, it is pretty strong, but it's just not as consistent. So they definitely need to work on the consistency there if they want to make, obviously, all the way to that grand final. But either way, you know, Bladesmiths, they're looking pretty strong. Definitely a team to not doubt heading into that second round in the lower bracket.
Well, hopefully we will see that consistency and round 2 later on. Don't forget the same stage in the loser side of the bracket. The B stream is happening right now, but does mean plenty more matches and a change, funny enough, in the commentary booth as well too. So plenty here of action on the main channel here for RSC. We'll see you after this break.
Out of eyes tryna put me on a t-shirt. Shorty want me so bad, do your knees hurt? Yeah, I'm counting paper guap in my beamer, yeah. Choice. If you want one, then you coming with a paper. I ain't texting shorty back, see you later. Yeah, you catch me on that gas, I'm a racer, yeah. Lil' shawty, always out of Molly, you ain't really got a talk, so like why you tryna stop me, yeah. Hey, nobody finna come and body me. I know what you want, but you ain't
not gonna top me, what? Yeah, I got a check, I'm finna cop Balenciagas. Yeah, I'm living with no stress, I don't gotta carry choppers. Couple Corvette, now I'm riding with your daughter. Gucci camo vest, quit the plotting, I'ma stop you. Yeah, I've been riding with a gang, I've been shut up with a thing, I've been rolling with the same shawty. Ay, I ain't capping every lane, ain't nobody stop my game, shawty wanna make it rain with me. Yes, out of eyes tryna put me on a t-shirt. Shorty want me so bad, do your knees hurt? Yeah, I'm counting paper guap in my beamer, yeah, yeah. Choice, if you want one, then you coming with a paper. I ain't texting shorty back, see you later. Yeah, you catch me on that gas, I'm a racer, yeah.
Hey yo, this is the first song that I ever recorded. Check it out. Hey.
I got all this money, but it's not what makes me happy. Used to be so cocky, but it's now all just to pass me. Speakers loud, roof is down, riding through my city now. She's in for the picture, I'm old when I got no worries now.
I've been chilling in the back of a class with a pack on my back and my mind in a Maybach. I'm afraid that I'm too laid back. I don't study, but I make great A-rap. Little shorty and she wanna throw way back. Got a little bit of rock and a little bit of jazz and a little bit of top and a little bit of racks and a little bit of smile and a whole little laugh. Hey, I kick back, you know that my rap kicks. I've been smiling for so long, I might need chapstick. I ain't talking to you fakes, these brothers plastic. Kill a verse and they put me on the blacklist.
I got all this money, but it's not what makes me happy. Used to be so cocky, but it's now all just to pass me. Speakers loud, roof is down, riding through my city now. She's in for the picture, I'm old when I got no worries now. I got all this money, but it's not what makes me happy. Used to be so cocky, but it's now all just to pass me. Speakers loud, roof is down, riding through my city now. She's in for the picture, I'm old when I got no worries now.
One that coming from my neck, ayy, I'm just trying to do my best, I ain't ever saw a check, but a brother know he blessed, I'ma go cop some shoes at the thrift, Honda Civic from 02, with your boo, yeah, that's my lift, I be flexing, that's a Walmart on my wrist, $30, $30? That's the price of my whole fit, You got Gucci on your jacket and I'm laughing, past the booth, I ain't gon' have it, yeah, the truth is what I'm rapping, ayy.
I got all this money, but it's not what makes me happy. Used to be so cocky, but it's now all just to pass me. Speakers loud, roof is down, riding through my city now. She's in for the picture, I'm old when I got no worries now. I got all this money, but it's not what makes me happy. Used to be so cocky, but it's now all just to pass me. Speakers loud, roof is down, riding through my city now. She's in for the picture, I'm old when I got no worries now.
I got some things in my mind that I think will be better off sitting a song, yeah. Be my addiction and be my depression, I'm winning against all the odds, yeah. Pride got the best of me, I was a center, a player, I fell to the ground, they told me I won't make it, I took it and made something greater, I'm lost but I know I'll be found, yeah. Saying now, they gon' know the name, I'm a hard hitter on the road to fame, I was feeling down, so I wrote a page, get a beat, leave it in a murder case. She gon' want me when the lights down, yeah, I'm feeling it right now, sending up the new heights now, smile for the bite down.
I got all this money, but it's not what makes me happy. Used to be so cocky, but it's now all just to pass me. Speakers loud, roof is down, riding through my city now. She's in for the picture, I'm old when I got no worries now. I got all this money, but it's not what makes me happy. Used to be so cocky, but it's now all just to pass me. Speakers loud, roof is down, riding through my city now. She's in for the picture, I'm old when I got no worries now.
Bro, that was my first song, dude. The next one, a little bit, you know what I'm saying?
It's about 503, it's killing me. You've left me all alone. I still can't sleep, I can hardly breathe. I'm dying on my own. My heart's in pieces, can we just reset everything we've done? It's about 503, it's killing me, and I'm all alone. It's let go for the pain, cause nothing was the same when you walked out my life, when you walked out my life. Yeah, we amazing, beautiful creation. Gone in the night, yeah, gone in the night. And like a storm, you destroyed my way of life. I cry every time I'm not yours, but you're gone. I guess I'm paying the price, cause I wasted your time. It's about 503s killing me. You've left me all alone. I still can't sleep, I can hardly breathe. I'm dying on my own. My heart's in pieces, can we just reset everything we've done? It's about 503s killing me. I'm all alone, and I know I've lost you. I've lost you, and I know that there's no coming back. So I just stay sad. It's about 503s killing me. You've left me all alone. I still can't sleep, I can hardly breathe. I'm dying on my own. My heart's in pieces, can we just reset everything we've done? It's about 503s killing me, and I'm all alone, 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 alone,
Yeah, no love from me. Yeah, I can't show nobody fake love, cause I've been in my bag lately, getting cash, baby. So don't you act like you been here from day one. Graduated from a simp, turned into a big boss. Now she see me getting rich, cause I'm about to take off. Yeah, my life is like a movie, this is only take one. Hey, and I ain't got no time for no one with fake love. Where the love go? I don't know, but I need something that's for real. She just want designer, red bottoms in the hills, California. She just want the limelight, gold digger. She gon' see me when the time's right. Heard that little boy was trying to play me. Heard he talking crazy, now he coming to congratulate the kid. I think it's funny how they try to hide the hate and be the first to smile up in your face and show you all this fake love. I can't stand the fake love. Where the love go? Where'd it go? Where the love go? I can't stand the fake love. Where the love go? Where'd it go? I can't show no love, can't show no love. No love from me. Yeah, I can't show nobody fake love, cause I've been in my bag lately, getting cash, baby. So don't you act like you been here from day one. Graduated from a simp, turned into a big boss. Now she see me getting rich, cause I'm about to take off. Yeah, my life is like a movie, this is only take one. Yeah, and I ain't got no time for no one with fake love. Where the love go? Tell me where the love went. She don't care unless it benefits her budget, and I can tell she only in it for the gold. She gon' have to learn to get it on her own. Tell me why the boy was talking on me like he was sweet, then turn around and try to dab me when we up in the street. I can't show no love for a hater, a traitor, showing fake love. See you later. I can't stand the fake love. Where the love go? Where'd it go? Where the love go? I can't stand the fake love. Where the love go? Where'd it go? I can't show no love, can't show no love. No love from me. Yeah, I can't show nobody fake love, cause I've been in my bag lately, getting cash, baby. So don't you act like you been here from day one. Graduated from a simp, turned into a big boss. Now she see me getting rich, cause I'm about to take off. Yeah, my life is like a movie, this is only take one. Yeah, and I ain't got no time for no one with fake love. If I see you again, then hell froze over. Try to tie the ends, it's a no-leaf clover. Try to make amends, but I don't need closure. I don't need a friends, funny enemies closer. Love is like a drug to me, I'd rather be sober. Don't know why with all this fire that my heart gets cold. But I can't let up on the gas, I need to keep my composure. I can't let it off, I don't wanna be in love, but I pretend it all. Had to play it smooth like I ain't afraid of falling, no. Yeah, I want it all. Yeah, I didn't want you to go, but I've been through this before, and I hope you burn slow. I better get it before it's gone. I feel like I've been on this earth for so long, and I really just been hurt so far. If I see you again, then hell froze over. If I see you again, then hell froze over. If I see you again, then hell froze over. Try to tie the ends, it's a no-leaf clover. Try to make amends, but I don't need closure. I don't need a friends, funny enemies closer. Love is like a drug to me, I'd rather be sober. Don't know why with all this fire that my heart gets cold. But I can't let up on the gas, I need to keep my composure.
Let me take you to the small life. I can take you for the day life. I can take your pain and all. Let me take you to the spotlight. I can take you to the spotlight, spotlight. I can get you out of your damn mind, damn mind. I can get you out of this damn life, damn life. Go back to the store where we had it all, sipping Hennessy, going through it all. I know you don't want love. Now I know you've had enough. Heartbroken, yeah, your strings are sprung. They want you, said they were the one. Oh, let me take you to the spotlight. I can take you to the spotlight. I can take away your damn mind. Let me take you to the spotlight, spotlight. I can get you out of your damn mind, damn mind. I can get you out of this damn life, damn life. Go back to the store where we had it all, sipping Hennessy, going through it all. You don't need no love, no, you don't need no love. You just need more heart. Guidance, purity, you know that others can't see what you mean to me. I know that your eyes are open like the ocean, you know we exploding. Hurricanes are coming in, I don't know where I'm going. Don't try and say that you love me, it's a different day. Falling so deep, I can't escape. Falling so deep, might run away. No, let me take you to the spotlight. I can take you to the spotlight. I can take away your damn mind. I can take you to the spotlight, spotlight. I can get you out of your damn mind, damn mind. I can get you out of this damn life, damn life. Go back to the store where we had it all, sipping Hennessy, going through it all.
Aye, what? Counterfeit. Guess it from the thought of it. People fake. Think they need to start a kid. Tryna be real. This right here to start a kid. Pick the grind. Look like I just started it. Counterfeit. Guess it from the thought of it. People fake. Think they need to start a kid. Tryna be real. This right here to start a kid. Pick the grind. Look like I just started it. Roll one if your dog hold you down, do not take it for granted. Get a credit out if it's both of you that planned it. If you got some bread, they should not be empty-handed. If your homie winning, then you winning, understand it. Roll two, don't compare yourself to anybody else. These days, people wanna be anyone but themselves. All that picture posting and fake boasting really doesn't help. Push it to the side and make sure you focus on yourself. But sometimes it get hard. I just keep on working till we make it out of Dodge. People posting pictures, really, that's just a mirage. Real ones with me, I know we gon' beat the odds. Counterfeit, guess it from the thought of it. People fake, think they need to start a kid. Tryna be real, this right here to start a kid. Pick the grind, look like I just started it. Counterfeit, guess it from the thought of it. People fake, think they need to start a kid. Tryna be real, this right here to start a kid. Pick the grind, look like I just started it. If somebody left me, I'ma let them leave. I just upgraded to a better me. Ain't no hard feelings, I'ma wish them well. You did me a favor, did it to yourself. Fake love come and go, especially when money grow. That's why I be staying low, keep it on the need to know. Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, that don't happen. Say it did, must be capping. I don't let them catch me lagging. Cut you up, don't say I won't. Not afraid to say I'm wrong. Say you real, say you care. Well, okay, I play it on. I don't care what they say. All I care about is action. Go and do what you do. Don't worry about their reaction. But sometimes it get hard. Facts. I just keep on working till we make it out of Dodge. Okay. People posting pictures, really, that's just a mirage. Real ones with me, I know we gon' beat the odds. Counterfeit, guess it from the thought of it. People fake, think they need to start a kid. Tryna be real, this right here to start a kid. Pick the grind, look like I just started it. Counterfeit, guess Guess it from the thought of it. People fake, think they need to start a kid. Tryna be real, this right here to start a kid. Hit the grind, look like I just started it.
I don't see my name next to yours. I can't feel my weight anymore. Holding on to hope that I might be enough. You know what my heart's aiming for. Meet me up and tell me you needed someone better. I can't wait around anymore. Feel like we don't speak how we used to be together. Lying down on my bedroom floor. Late last night I called, hoping you pick up the phone. I know that there's been some time since I had you all along. What you really like is the thing I wanna find. Find a way into your life, life, life. There's no way out when I'm just not enough. There's no way out when I just wanna run, wanna run. There's no way out when I'm just not enough. There's no way out when I just wanna run, wanna run. I can't even see through the lights. Keep running round in circles and lines. Holding on the hope that I might be enough. Maybe I'm just wasting my time. Go. Meet me up and tell me you needed someone better. I can't wait around anymore. Feel like we don't speak how we used to be together. Lying down on my bedroom floor. Late last night I called, hoping you pick up the phone. I know that there's been some time since I had you all along. What you really like is the thing I wanna find. Find a way into your life, life, life. There's no way out when I'm just not enough. There's no way out when I just wanna run, wanna run. There's no way out when I'm just not enough. There's no way out when I just wanna run, wanna run.
Do you think you could be my little runaway? I say we just leave and get away. Forget the whole world and run away. We'll make our own rules and run away. Run away, run away. I just really wanna get to know ya. Know you tired of all of the old ones. If you wanna lean on my shoulder,
Aye. We had some pride. Put it aside. Cutting the pie. With all the guys, Made mistakes and then I made up my mind. What I decide? I gotta grind, I gotta grind. I gotta grind. I gotta grind. All of the time, 24/7, 365. Gotta get mine. Stay on my grind, Aye. Look, it's business, ain't personal. Money straight, so I'm curving them. Whoa. He been tweaking, something irking him. Did them favors, they was not deserving them. Boy, I be thinking a mile a minute. They gotta be kidding. We go to war, I'm the captain, the general, and the lieutenant. Nowhere to run or hide, I don't stop till it's finished. Me, I be minding my business, drop more records than Guinness. Gotta be a Guinness World Record. Don't play chess nor checkers. I only play for keeps. Came out the east, boy, I'm a beast. He gotta keep the peace. That thing on him is keeping the peace. I never sleep out in the streets. Gotta stay out there, reach. With the mob, talk that talk, say peace, Feel so big, talking Papa, Sean and Meech. We had some pride. Put it aside. Cutting the pie. With all the guys, Made mistakes and then I made up my mind. What I decide? I gotta grind, I gotta grind. I gotta grind. I gotta grind. All of the time, 24/7, 365. Gotta get mine. Stay on my grind, This just in, more doing, less discussion. Killing every single beat I'm touching. Sick with it, need a Robitussin. Moving fast, but I'm never rushing. Them boys really up to something. Say you poppin', but I know you wasn't. Not my brother and you not my cousin. Nah, we never buddy. I like to drink to my vision fuzzy. Money got me feeling lovey-dovey. I say a prayer to the God above me. Tell him I'm back, I gotta stay in my zone, man. Maybe I'll come with the dogs, Maybe I'll...
penultimate week of league play. This is where things start to get really interesting, where it's make and break for a lot of these teams and players. So
for him, still not to any avail. A bit of a team pinch coming out. They finished that. Fake coming out of the kickoff. A bit of a passing play attempt. Is it going to happen? Is it going to happen? What a finish that was. Let's get to the top of the bit. One moment ball, he's going to go for a bit of an aerial touch, maybe a double tap. And gets it!
Absolutely scintillating strike. Takes a 2-goal lead for his team. Once again, that is phenomenal.
I told you it was hype. I told you it was hype. £1,260 prize pool.
Right now, this right here is the pinnacle of RSC.
Welcome back, everybody, to the RSC Season 8 major playoffs. It's your boy Hobbs back at again on the mic. We saw last night some fantastic performances in the minor playoffs. Guarding Toxin, the crowned victors. But obviously, we've seen so far the round ones for the major side of things. Now we're going to go into the final 3 games on stream, starting with the upper finals. Saturnia versus Gladiators, both teams looking incredibly strong for their own, through their own play styles. And it's looking like it's going to be a matchup to define all matchups. Whoever wins this will find themselves with a spot in the grand finals. It's exactly where you want to be. Doing the stream tonight is Source. He does a fantastic job as always. Next to me, my duo, my casting legend, Mr. Vector, the man who's probably the best looking person in the RSC Discord. There's no offense to anybody else. But Vector, this matchup here could well be the decider of who may win it. These two teams are looking like the best two teams in these playoffs.
Absolutely, major. Fourth of 6 potential playoffs that we've got left to go, and both teams looking so comfortable, so strong, swept aside, disposed of. Both the second seeds from Ignis and Glacis, Venom and Bladesmith, not able to do anything against either of these sides, and now we've got to decide between the two of them. I have no idea which way this one's going to go. It should go down to the wire. We expected Minor to be a lot closer last night. I'm expecting this one to be close as well, based on what we've seen throughout the season. But there's just so many things going into this in terms of who should be the winner. I mean, Lovely Cans on the side of Gladiators, so many people have touted him as being the best player in Major this season, the one that's, you know, probably going to win it all. They had the chance last season, but just got beaten out by Blaze there in that grand final. And now with another chance, ridiculous grand final. We were there, we saw it happen in the flesh, and now we get the chance to possibly see it again. Lovely Cans with a second chance to do it, but he's got to beat Saturnia, who are looking strong as ever. Paul, JB Gaming, and I believe it's Rollback Noodles. Yeah, I completely forgot the team for a second there. And I just can't wait to see how they face up against each other, because, again, these are top 2 seeds of Ignis and top first seed of Ignis and Glacis, and we really should be in for a great matchup. I can't wait to see the way it goes.
100%. If we cast our mind back quickly to what we saw within the brackets, as I look over to my other monitor, Saturnia and Gladiators swept in their first games. Saturnia over Venom, Gladiators over Bladesmith, really setting the precedent of, being those two top teams. Venom then, took Blaze to a game number 5. Bladesmith swept Jammy Dodges. So, Venom and Bladesmith will be happening over at the B stream, but the fact is Venom, Bladesmith, they will know that they have one hell of a tough fight after their matchup in the lower final, facing one of these two teams. And you have to be really thinking that actually these two teams, regardless of the outcome of this series, they're going to be feeling really confident to meet up again in the grand finals, which is a best of 7, and you never know, may end up having that bracket reset. These two teams definitely fighting it out, and as you said, Lovely Cans on next to Evoke and Menorca on his side. That is one hell of a formidable force. We've talked about them a hell of a lot throughout the whole season, and being kind of that powerhouse team, and question marks around them, saying, are they going to be an elite next season? And I think those are that team is going to be those 3 players are going to be the players that you kind of look at to see whether they're going to go up next season, as well as the other side. I think JB Gaming, Rollback Notes, and Paul are all players that could go into elite next season. It's going to be incredible to watch whether the matchup between these two sides. And actually, I will throw it to predictions in a second, but actually this is such a hard game to predict.
Absolutely. I mean, as I said before, I just don't know which way it's going to go. Both sides looking like they've got the potential. So many mechanics, so many team plays that we've seen from them so far. Expecting a lot more, plenty throughout the season as well. And now here in the upper final, testing their mettle against one another. I'm not entirely sure if they faced each other in a cross-conference clash throughout the season. Maybe the first time we're ever seeing these two teams go against one another with their full rosters. Cans with an early shot here, and JB Gaming cannot rotate quick enough, and you can already see just how fired up Gladiators are for this upper final, sweeping aside their opponents in Bladesmith, throwing them to the lower bracket, and now attempting to do the same to Saturnia.
Exactly, and the speed coming out from this Gladiators side is really what sets them apart. They are not afraid to fly at you. They're not afraid to force you into uncomfortable situations. Saturnia need to start matching that, as Evoke does put the ball off the ceiling, but again, Cans is there to make that cut. Is there going to be a shot from Norka? Yes, there is, but a brilliant save coming out from Rollback Nodes is going to keep that away. JB Gaming trying to force it up the line. He does put the pass into Paul. Another shot there, but just a little bit wide. That was an opportunity to tie it up. Evoke puts it into the center. Nice pass to Menorca. Back to Evoke. We pop forward. Rollback is having to make these saves over and over again. But as I was saying, the speed at which they can turn their cards from defense to attack is really what sets this Gladiators team above and beyond.
Yeah, they're recycling really well to start out this first game. Big part of the reason they swept aside Bladesmith, but now under a little bit of pressure, the second shot from Rollback Noodles. The second attack that Saturnia even had. Gladiators just throwing a few shots from midfield, trying to catch out that defense rather quickly. Cans with the dunk over one. Doesn't manage to find the target, slamming off that post. They'll be going for that quite a bit throughout this series, I imagine. He's just that good at it. Evoke here managing to get the mid boost and a bit of a free aerial. Pops it over and high. Paul gets bumped out. It's dropping down! Oh my goodness, Evoke! I was thinking someone was going to come in and follow this up, but he just does it all himself. A completely unlikely shot, but the quick thinking, the reactions there to adapt to the play, come off the backboard, take out that defender, and a 2-goal lead for Gladiators early on. They're looking sumptuous.
That was obscene from Evoke to have the presence of mind to go for that bumper. Just caught the defense completely off guard. I mean, Eternia, I don't think they expected anything of a sort. Now he puts them into a really nice, comfortable position. 2-0 in favor of Gladiators. Remember, this is a best of 5, guys, so, you know, even after this game, there's a little bit of breathing room. But Evoke going for an early shot there. A good attempt from Rollback Noodles, but Evoke again finding those top bins and finding the defensive openings, and you cannot overlook what beautiful placement that was from Evoke. And they're just, you know, inches away from making that same. Rollback was. But at the end of the day, Evoke putting that second goal in, and he is also one of those players. We mentioned Lovely Cans previously, but Evoke has been in the scene for quite a while. And now he's really making a statement here in these major playoffs. But trying to get a touch away, land on his own backboard, trying to make something happen here. But teaming up with Paul to try and find a clearance. A good touch on Paul around Kanza, trying to flip it over Menorca. Menorca's patience playing absolute dividends here. Well, back there once again, forces the challenge, comes away with the ball. Only 3 boosts to work with. Does find that second touch. Ooh, good save off the backboard there. I believe that was Cans in the right place at the right time. But a bit of a whiff coming out from Evoke. Almost a shot deadly there. I don't think Saturni were expecting the whiff from Evoke. So irregular for him to miss it. But a devastating defensive error from Paul is going to touch that ball straight into the back of the net.
And even when Gladiators don't get the best of shots, Evoke here with another that you really think shouldn't go in. And Paul a little slow to react to it. Eventually ends up putting it into his own net and a 4-goal deficit. Looking dire for Saturnia, but we know what they're capable of. They swept their last opponents and they're coming back right now with a start from JB Gaming off the kickoff. Exactly what they needed. And a little bit more pace shown from them. The defensive Gladiators finally broken. They've only had 1 save throughout this game because they've just not needed to defend. And Saturnia with 3 shots to Gladiators 8. So I'm not all that surprised at this scoreline based on the stats. But the fact that they have been broken, that defense has been taken apart at least once in this game, could show that Saturnia have got plenty left to say. And as you said, best of 5, still with a couple chances left to refine their form, figure out what worked in that sweep that they got. Big difference in opponent though, Venom and Gladiators here, clearly from the scoreline. But we'll just have to see how they react going further into the series. But I'm liking some of the stuff that Saturnia is doing. They're a little slow on defense a couple times where they got exposed, which is just slow rotation, and part of that is the boost game being lost. But I still think they've got plenty left to say because they're brilliant players in their own right. And another chance glancing narrowly wide across the goal line, and Gladiators happy to see them fly away.
Indeed, Saturnia, they've got, as you said, they've got a brilliant set between these 3. Got a lot of what they can do, obviously, with that sweep beforehand. You know, it definitely shows their credentials to be here. What about execution? I think, you know, Evoke's kind of unorthodox shot has really thrown them, and that's given them, Gladiators, that lead. Saturnia have a minute left on the clock to make something happen. Good cross there. Nobody able to follow it up. Menorca's going to find himself with the ball. Decides to pinch it all the way up to the opposite corner. JBL Gaming not getting the best of touches. Forces a little bit of a pre-jump coming out from Evoke. However, still nothing there, but a beautiful infield pass on the counter-attack does going to give JB Gaming his extra goal. Putting Saturnia within breathing room, within reach of this scoreline. 45 seconds left. You know, you have dreams. There's potential to come back here, but definitely a tall order, especially against a team such as Gladiators. Evoke does win that kickoff. It's going to look for Menorca. Early shot there. Run back is going to be up there. Looking for the double tap. Can he get it? No! Just missing the touch. Does get the bump onto Evoke. The ball is dropping down. Fortunately, the rotation from Menorca to keep that out. And that could have been it to bring Saturnia back into the game. Could have been that 1-goal differential. Just couldn't get his car high enough. We have to question, did he have enough boost to reach it? It's a great attempt regardless, and it is Gladiators on the back foot now. Can Saturnia build up to anything to bring this goal in reach? However, great clearance from Evoke is going to probably end that game. In this game here, 2-4. And you can see Saturnia starting to cook a little bit towards the back end of this match. So I'm going for that consolation goal. Wasn't able to get it in the end of the day. Gladiators going to take the first game of this upper final best of 5. But glimpse of life for Saturnia at the back end of that match.
Yeah, it just was a little too little too late for them at the end of that game. But it does show some positive outlook for them, of course, being able to beat the defense at least twice. Obviously, Gladiators slowed down a little bit towards the end of that game, maybe saving energy for the next one, and not wanting to risk too much and give Saturnia the momentum that they need by letting in some garbage time goals, as it were, some consolation goals, because everything counts. Every single goal matters, and it settles the nerves, especially in a first game where you open the scoring, you get at least a goal, and it allows you to settle down a bit. Only JB Gaming managing to get one there, but Paul with a couple assists, and Robot being that third man with 3 saves. Spent a lot more time on defense, Saturnia, so I'm just wondering if the counter-attack playstyle is what they need to lead into. Gladiators are so quick to challenge every single first-man clearance, though, so it's difficult. That mostly comes down to the boost game, how you can handle that if you're not winning out, getting to the big boost, getting those midfield pads especially. You just need to figure out boost management, try and keep the ball on the ground instead of having to use a lot in the aerial game. And just try and frustrate Gladiators. I've not seen much physical play. I mean, there's been some bumps and demos, but it's never calculated, really. It's not done on purpose to actually try and disrupt the opponent. It just happens in the flow of the game through rotation. And I think if they start to focus on that, they might be able to tilt Gladiators just that little bit. We did see a bit of that last season when they were Dark Energy playing against Blaze, and that was part of the reason the Blaze took that series. But now they're having to do it against Saturnia this time and prove why they deserve to be in the grand finals once again.
100%. It's going to be interesting to see how this second game pans out. As this is turning funny, waking up at Evoke with the redirect and Evoke with the goal. No, Paul! Out of absolutely nowhere, getting that fantastic save. How has he kept that out? And JP Gaming returns to save as well. This Gladiator side, I mean, this Saturnia side even really have started to wake up on that defense, and now they are pushing into a counter-attack. Paul with a double-tap attempt, no but, interrupted by Evoke with the cup. Robot Noodles is the only player last back there. Off the bat, the ball goes, but can decide to rotate back sensibly, and a great touch from Ballback with 0 boost is going to give for Paul the opportunity to slot that in, and going from what a beautiful save from Paul, it flips on its head, the script writes itself, and Paul goes right back down the other end and puts the first goal of this second game in for Saturnia. What a sequence of plays.
And it cannot be overstated how important taking the lead is here against Gladiators quite early in the game, so plenty of time to fall down on that, and Gladiators come back, scored 4. I would not be surprised if they scored 2 or 3 in this one, as they figured out Saturnia's defense. They've held on quite a bit in this one, some desperate saves, some scrambling saves, but as long as they don't go in the back of the net, they won't mind. Still starting to figure out the boost game. This one to the backboard. Paul will be there, but again, it was a little bit desperate. They weren't all that comfortable in defense, and Gladiators are always comfortable on offense. A nice flick up here for Cans to take a shot under the crossbar, and Paul will not be there. I believe he was kind of low on boost here, rotating through, went all the way to the corner. There was nothing there, and he was empty by the time this shot came in. And Gladiators starting to heat up once again. You know how vicious they can be, how dangerous they can be in that rotational final third. And just passing to each other, always knowing where each other is. Might not always have the boost, but they've always got the understanding, and I think that's what will carry them to a strong lead here, unless Saturnia can do something of their own. Cans, I don't think he got the flip reset there. He's looking for it. Monoca's the third man, goes flying in. Evoke is already there, gets a weak shot, but JB Gaming was bumped out. Wow. Somehow manages to get back to this. It's still desperate defense, but it's keeping the game even.
And 0 boost from JB Gaming, and another save from him. Really stepping up in these goal line clearances is Saturnia. And in the end of the day, not the best of touch though, coming out from rollback. A fake attempt from Menorca is going to give some breathing room on defense, but still Evoke piling the pressure on. Saturnia way back in their own half here. Cans though looking dangerous in the air. couldn't get that second touch, and a great read from JB Gaming is going to open things up. You can see him actually just pressuring a little bit, forcing Evoke way back, but the touch is going a bit wayward. Menorca with the nice flick. Paul has to get the touch, and he almost scores an own goal here. But in the end, either that was accidental or that was meta IQ, because that put the Gladiators' second man flying into completely the wrong side of the goal. Great job from them in the Saturnia side. But this is still Gladiators' game to score on. And it's Saturnia holding off with their dear lives right now. Kansas an opportunity for a shot just a little bit wide. Not too difficult for Rollback to deal with. Menorca puts the pass down. Evoke is there. Going to go off the sidewall. Doesn't find the flip reset, unfortunately. Finds JB Gaming instead. Rollback has to pop it into his own corner. But the boost you can see in your bottom left-hand corner. Saturnia struggling to find anything and any sort of pads right now. Completely controlled by the Gladiators roster. The ball goes flying to the opposite side, giving a bit of a moment of breath, but Menorca winning that 50. The ball's going to drop in front of the goal. Paul coming off the backboard to keep that away. Puts the pass into JB Gaming, who's going to send it straight towards Evoke, waiting on his respective backboard. But now it looks like potentially the counter-attack is coming in. Although carried all the way down the opposite end of the field by Evoke, does enable to recover quickly. Bit of a passing play. Paul probably looking for JB Gaming to be a bit further pushed up. Oh, that shot, but not able to find it, unfortunately. Cans with a great touch of her and plays it over Rollback. Evoke is there. Paul, though, playing beautiful defense to keep it away from the shot opportunity. JB Gaming has to go up early to keep the defense. And right now, Saturnia just finding niches and moments of potential counter-attack opportunity. But misses the open net shot. Is that going to come back to bite him? As Saturnia find themselves with the ball, but not the best of touches from JB Gaming. And how are these misses coming out? Kant finds another opportunity off the backboard. Vector, help me out here. I cannot see what's going on.
It just came a little too quickly for him. I don't think he was ready. Maybe have turned off ball cam, already getting ready to rotate. And just slightly off the mark. Ruining that. But it feels like Gladiators have sort of stepped off the accelerator ever so slightly. They've not been putting on nearly as much pressure, maybe starting to respect Saturnia's ability in the midfield. Another one intercepted by Rollback here. Paul getting bumped by lovely Kanzi Vokas. A lot of time, gets the reset, doesn't able to use it though. Menorca coming off the third man roll, hits that crossbar once again. They've not spent a lot of time in offense, Saturnia, but they managed to hold on for as long as they can. It's looking like it's going to be overtime unless someone makes a mistake that they'll come to regret. JB does well to keep this in the red half. This one's back. Oh no! Rollback Noodles hit into the backboard, and Evoke, in a moment of panic, slams it back into his own net off the post. What a read that was, but oh, the worst of situations has come to pass for Gladiators. And it shows that if you just hold on for as long as you can, Saturnia have done that so damn well in this second game. Defended for their lives, and then just got a little bit of luck at a crucial moment, a second left to go. And they get an own goal. I mean, we've seen it a bit from Paul these playoffs. They had one against Venom that was a ridiculous one to look at. He scored an own goal in the last game as well. But now Evoke doing it himself for Saturnia, and thankfully for them, they've sort of got away with the fact that the Gladiator shooting has been off the mark ever so slightly. And
the stats.
It's the field domination from Gladiators is nonsense. Like, I don't know how they didn't manage to score as many goals from shots that they've had, but it's Saturnia taking the second game. It's just that one little mistake at the such important moment that makes the difference.
I mean, I'm just blown away. 9 shots for Gladiators. They were only able to convert 1. And the 2 shots that Saturnia had, they capitalized on it. And, you know, I'm
Quality,
just looking...
quantity.
Exactly. I mean, I was just looking at the chat as that happened, and Friday puts it Ben. If you don't know Friday, long-standing member of the RSC, quality player, but he says 4 minutes of pressure only to own goal. Feels bad. I mean,
Templar, yeah.
Exactly. That's the best way to put it, because Saturnia just held on. We saw so many clutch goal line saves coming out from them, and it is just the way the cookie crumbles. You have to admire the beautiful pop from Rollback then, who was able just to dink it off his car. And I don't think Evoke was expecting the speed and precision to come off of that pop, as he did fly in trying to find that reader, and the speed really caught him out as it hit the backboard, and obviously off the back of his car to end that game number 2. But Rollback kind of gives one in return off a bit of a commiserating kickoff goal. I don't really know what to say about this.
it's just panic again. It's just not being settled and not trusting your teammates. He assumes that was just going in, so he tries to make a play and ends up making the wrong touch. This mechanical mistakes coming to the fore. Gladiators take an early goal. Didn't really deserve it, you have to say, but Evoke definitely deserved this one. Just a simple touch off the corner from Menorca here. No one as Saturnia able to get to the ball in time. Paul attempts to, as does JB Gaming, but Evoke's just a little too quick. And within 11 seconds, Gladiators have found 2 goals, something that Saturnia struggled for a whole 5 minutes to get. And I just wonder whether or not they're able to come back from something like that.
100%. I could agree more. Like this Gladiators side were seem to have been slightly upset by that previous loss, you know, and they are now really applying the pressure on. You know, they're no longer giving the respect to Saturnia, and that is not what Saturnia need right now. You see a great pass from Menorca up to Cans, and Paul though getting a really clutch block at the last second there. Evoke too quick in that midfield, puts it on the backboard, maybe look for the second touch. A great demo from Evoke's going to open up a lot of space as a shot comes in. Count's going to follow it up, and there's the 3rd goal. Gladiators have come out here, they've entered the arena, and they are really not happy over that previous loss.
Rolling through the gears now, and Saturnia's main issue for me, it's not even been a minute, and Gladiators already look like they're going to win the game, just based on this early offense. But for Saturnia, because they're so worried about how quick Gladiators are able to attack them, how they're always sending that first man, they sit back in their half. Both the second and third man sit far too back. They don't send anyone forward, and that means they have no presence in the midfield. They're always rotating. They're always trying to get boost just to deal with whatever Gladiators are looking for. As Evoke with another double tap, they have to send someone up. Now Paul's out of the play. If JB didn't make this touch, then that was 2 men out of the play, and it was instantly a 2v1 for Gladiators to work with. They've been doing it so much throughout this series and this game as well. So I'm just wondering if Saturnia recognize that none of them above 50 points almost 2 minutes into this game, and they don't seem to be finding any rhythm. Obviously the coordination's there, the chemistry's there. They're a brilliant team, but Gladiators is making them look like amateurs at the moment.
They really are, and we've seen Gladiators kind of implore what we saw Hydra do yesterday. They have this one man just sitting up forward looking for those clearance balls to get those clutch touches, and with the speed of this Gladiators side, you can afford to have that because their rotations are so effective and so quick. Just don't fear that these 2-man defenses is going to be at a detriment. There's JB Gaming. Has got the opportunity to apply some pressure here. It's going to come off the ceiling, but pass it down to rollback, looking for the 3rd man to come in for the shot. The ball too slow, and on the counter-attack is Evoke with a great pop again. He finds those little angles to put the ball in the back of the net, and Evoke, not happy with scoring that own goal to close out that previous game, has now found another goal to his name with a beautiful pop that was. Gladiators looking like such a good side right now. They are properly popping off.
It was a relatively slow counter through the midfield.
Oh, well,
JB, the last man, Cans fakes one out, doesn't quite manage to get it past the defender, however. Happy to push this one through Menorca. The shot through the corner, JB misses again. Evoke immediately leaping straight onto that potential clearance, and Cans to the back ball, gets bumped out. He's trying to find it again, but Menorca's going to be there instead to finish it off, and that gives him his first goal. He's got a hat-trick of assists here. Evoke with a hat-trick of goals, and Paul just completely out of position to deal with that, and Saturnia cannot figure out what's going on with their rotation defense. Obviously it's down to boost as well, but their ability to predict where the ball is going to go, which kind of shot is going to happen, where the touches are going. This one straight to Cans, and straight shot again. JB Gaming not able to read the pace of this. They're just giving the ball to Saturnia in the midfield, and obviously the kickoffs aren't working out, but the ability to read the ball from Gladiators is unstoppable. They're unrelenting, and I'm not surprised they swept Venom, and it's looking like they could do the same to Saturnia. Actually, no, they can't, because Saturnia have taken a game, but it's looking less and less likely that Saturnia are going to stay in the upper bracket.
Yeah, I mean Gladiators staying in the upper bracket, because I just can't see how this Gladiators side can lose at this stage. They're looking like more of an elite team than a major team right now. It's playing so incredibly well. JB Gaming now going to try and force something, but with 1 minute and 56 seconds left on the clock, 6 goals down. Good passing play. Shot not really with much pace on it, but still be enough to roll in.
But 6-1 and kind of the execution, the pace of that shot really summing up the struggle of Saturnia. Yes, they have so much behind them, so much ability to create opportunities like that, but the speed of what they're doing is just nothing compared to what the Gladiators are bringing at this moment in time. There's Menorca going for that early kickoff goal. Good win from Rollback. JB Gaming is there, going to try and make something happen, but Evoke again reading that so nicely. Paul can find the second touch, gets a bump as well, but the third man getting that clearance and has given Evoke plenty of space to work with. Flicks off the backboard, looking for the third man, and Rollback is getting that second touch away. A beautiful save from him, but with 6 goals and 5 goals in deficit, you have to start wondering whether it's possible. There's another finish. Is it going to go in? Yes, it is, as Khan's going to slot that finish in. The Brazil is being achieved, but I don't see Gladiators slowing down anytime soon.
Yeah, that consolation goal that they found, in fact, pretty much the first time that they left someone up across the midfield line in the red half, they were able to get a goal, and it took a 1-2 passing play to completely destroy the defense of Gladiators, but all it ended up being was that Brazil setup, trying to find a second, and possibly Gladiators looking for the Barcelona here now, 8-2, plenty of time left, but a kickoff goal from Saturnia. I mean, it gave them confidence in the first game where they got a couple of goals and then managed to hold on in defense and get a couple more in the second game. But in this third one, this just seems like too much of a deficit. The mental must be pretty strained right now if it isn't already completely gone for Saturnia. Going into that last game is going to be so difficult with Khan's doing this. He found his hat-trick, now he's found his 4. Again, off kickoff, drops it down and gets a pinch pass too. Passes it to himself almost, a double tap off the ground, and they're just playing with their food at the moment, Hop. They look so confident, so dominating, and I can't imagine anyone going up against these guys in the grand final is going to have a fun time of it because they look so deadly. Evoke almost finding his 4th as well, a double tap off the backboard. But we've got to talk about Menorca too. 5 assists. He has been so crucial to this team. He's been so essential to how they work as a unit. And he's been that stalwart playmaker in the midfield, happy to be the one that's less appreciated. You know, the unsung hero managed to get all these touches and passes across to his teammates, and it's massive part of the reason why they're in such a comfortable position here with 8-2.
Yeah, Menorca going for a double tap of its own. Was expecting the touch to come out, but Lovely Cans is there, going to put the 9th goal in. Are we going to see a double-digit game right now? It is just insane to see how well Gladiators are popping off here. Looking like real top-end major players. I mean, elite players. You have to start floating that question around right now. But at this moment in time, you know, this is a complete write-off if you're a Saturnia player. You've got 1 goal, 1 game under your belt. This is going to take Gladiators 2 match points. So it's all to play for in this upper final going forward. But the way the Gladiators are playing, you have to ask questions. And I'm going to ask this to you, Vector. What is it that can slow down this Gladiators roster? Because they really look like an absolute immovable object.
Well, generally the best way to beat out a team that's so aggressive, that's always pushing on the front foot, always leaving people in your half, is counters, is the ability to transition the ball from defense to offense instantly, even from just 1 touch sometimes, just 1 or 2 touches at the field, immediately going for a shot. But the trouble for Saturnia there, I've seen them attempting to do it every now and then, but we've talked about this plenty of times before. Purposeful touches are so important. When you just throw it up the field and there's no one to pass to, you're just giving up possession. You're just giving the opportunity back to your opponents to beat you again, to go back up on offense. And so they need to take their time and see who's up the field. If no one's up the field, go for a dribble, attempt to 50 instead of just slamming it and hoping for the best, because it's just throwing the ball away. And if you don't have the ball, you don't have anything. Everything is focused on that. So for Saturnia, in the worst position they could be in right now, almost getting double-digit scoreline against them. The only thing to think about, as we talked about with Hydra last night, in that they were in an awful situation against Toxin there, was that if you just forget about what happened, it's done and dusted. You've got a new game. You've got another 5 minutes at 0-0. Try something new. Try something different. Throw everything at the wall and see what works. They do have a second life of going down to that lower final, but they want to try and do it now. They want to try and get this next game win and possibly take us to game 5. But just calm down and sit down and play the game. There's nothing more to it than that.
And I mean, the mental, I think, is the big question around Saturnia right now. How can you bounce back from such a tough and
massive loss to Gladiators, especially in the upper final, knowing that, if these guys win, you're going to have to face them again if you get through to the grand final. It's a really tough question to ask, but it is one nonetheless that will have to be answered throughout the course of this stream. And we are going to enter into Game 4, and by the looks of it, the way the Gladiators are playing, it could be the final game. However, we saw miracle runs. We've seen ridiculous stuff happen in the Major Tier in the past, last season to be one of them. We wouldn't be, it wouldn't surprise me at this stage if we see something more ridiculous, but with Cans doing lovely things. He is just opening the scoreline in 7 seconds, and again, it comes off a beautiful touch from Evoke, hitting it off that corner, and Cans reading it so well. Already 1-0 for Gladiators. It's looking perilously close to a repeat of what we've seen before.
Saturnia just seem to keep getting beaten to the punch. They're a little too slow to the mark, a little too slow to win out those 1v1 aerials, those 50s. This one dropping down, it's not going to hit the ceiling. JB Game was expecting that, just get a shot away, and Rollback Noodles does get there in time. They bring one back, something that was so difficult for them to do in the last game. Now they found a way through this time, but because they're getting beaten so much, because they're just getting outpaced by Gladiators, it's so much quicker. It just means to slow down, just wait for the play to develop. You don't always need to rush, you don't always need to be the first there to challenge. Just be reactionary, wait for the situation to unfold, and then try and beat your opponent, because it will throw Gladiators off. Now they're so used to being quicker than Saturnia, they're going to find it strange to have to slow down and take the ball on their hood and go for a dribble or something like that, because they're always challenging, they're always expecting to beat Saturnia, and that could throw them off massively. But it's just whether or not Saturnia can figure that out now in this game, because it's their last chance.
It is their last chance, unless they make it through to the grand finals to meet them again. Evoke with some wacky touches and able to beat 2 players. The ball almost rolling in for Cans, touched away at the last second by Paul himself. JB Gaming knocks it forward, does play it around Evoke very smartly, looking for Rollback, who's going to put the shot on. Cans with a clutch save, and Menorca had to whip it away from that goal line to keep his team at that tie of 1 goal apiece. But Saturnia definitely upping the speed a little bit. And as you have mentioned, throwing this Gladiator side just momentarily. It'll be interesting to see how they're able to bounce back, but a much closer game than what we saw beforehand. Rollback's going to find himself with the ball. Saturnia are the team pressuring, but he does have 0 boost to work with. So it's to force the 50-50. Going to be able to get that corner boost as JB puts it across that goal. Menorca is there, leaves the boost for his teammate, gets bumped by Paul though, and you can see fairly more bumps coming out from Saturnia, which is really opening up opportunities. But a goal like that from Cans and the rotational error coming back from Saturnia is really not what this side needs in order to come back against a storming Gladiators roster.
Yeah, it was just Paul here, I think expecting Rollback to beat lovely Cans to that ball. Already turned into the mid, waiting for the pass, as did JB Gaming, and just no one left on the back field. It was a little fortunate it went posting in, but lovely Cans happy. Either way, this one off the backboard, not going to find its way back to it, but another one from Menorca, and just a free shot. No one on the backboard now. Gladiators starting to ramp things up again, but as I was saying, JB Gaming here, there's no need for him to go up and challenge that. He's not going to be quick enough to the ball, and he just needs to make the decision, be passive, wait for the play to develop, because Gladiators aren't perfect. They're not going to make every single touch every single time. Their shots aren't going to be 100 miles per hour every single time. So they just need to wait, be patient, and see what they can get off of that, because they're not making all that many double taps. They're not controlling the ball, Gladiators. They're just hitting it to their teammates. Here, Menorca just throws away possession. They have plenty of time, but Paul rushes it, and now Rollback has to go all the way across the field to do what he does with this. And again, Gladiators have possession. They're just being too quick for their own good, and if they slow down, if they measure themselves, realize Gladiators aren't all that dangerous when you're not challenging them constantly. And always losing out on these 1v1s. As Rollback here going up the field, gets it over 1, trying to get it over Cans, beats him out again, but Paul is not close enough to follow for the shot. Again, back into the midfield. Not quite enough for Saturnia. It's like you can see they're not used to being on offense. They don't quite know what they're doing. As again, a miss from Menorca, not punished. And because of that, even when they do get on offense, the chances that they have just don't come through. And Gladiators happy to take shots from midfield and score them.
It's just so heartbreaking to see when Saturnia is finding those opportunities and are not capitalizing on them. You have to start asking questions like, the confidence is just not there. They're so scared to go forward and to commit to those opportunities to find those goals. They are faltering, and then thus with the back of that, they had 2 or 3 opportunities. This goal line could be completely different if they were capitalizing on it, because it's not like they aren't creating chances for themselves. They are. But for example, just there, Paul panicking upfield, pushing up too hard. If he played a little bit more patiently, that shot on goal was clear for him. And now the counter-attack is there. Evoke's going to put it on. What a pass. And was that a cheeky pre-jump potentially coming out from Kanza? As we see a beautiful play coming out, and the counter-attack just absolutely lethal. And Kanza redirecting that, and that's going to put a 5-1 goal line. With a minute and 40 left on the clock, unless Saturnia change something up drastically and do it now, this game is all but done for.
It's just strange more than sad to see. They challenge on defense all the time. They're just not quick enough, of course, and that's unfortunate for them. But they, as you said before, they're just a little scared on offense. They don't want to challenge and commit and risk anything, but they do it when they're on the back foot. JB Gaming here has a little bit of time, wastes a lot of it though, and Rollback cannot get above the ball to make this one a little bit closer than it is. Evoke through the corner, not finding much, and Paul just with a big clear. Cans wasn't expecting the pace in that, and Rollback misses the ball as third man. JB has to rotate, panic to get this ball clear, straight back to Cans. Menorca's up for a free aerial off the ceiling. Paul thankfully does get back in time. Now at the 1 minute mark, Gladiators looking as comfortable as ever, looking like they're going to be grand finalists, and the demo on the back line opens it up so much. The chemistry and the communication is so obvious and clear to see for Gladiators, and it's just a complete opposite situation on the other side. It always comes down to that communication. If you do not talk to your teammates, if you do not tell them what's going on and tell them what you're able to do in any given situation, then what are they meant to do? How are they meant to be a team as fast as Gladiators? Because they're always going to be ready for you, no matter what you try to do. And that's just what's not worked for Saturnia. I wonder how they're going to react to, how they're going to respond, how we're going to change things up in that lower final. I'll have to see.
Indeed, they're going to have to really make a change. And I think any team watching this Gladiator side is going to have to really start thinking that if we match them in the Grand Finals, beautiful save from Cans though, if we meet them in the Grand Finals, what is it that we can do in order to combat the speed, precision and execution coming out from this Gladiators team? JB Gaming is there. Didn't put the shot on, which unfortunately for Rollback. With seconds counting down, this game is all but over. And your grand finalists in the first spot will be Gladiators. See who will be able to take them. Saturnia will be facing whoever is left in that lower final. We'll get confirmation of who that is from the back in a second. But, I mean, there's only real one statement to it. Domination and clear-cut execution from this Gladiator side to take down Saturnia in the winners' final. 6-1. We had a 9-2 previously. 6-1 here. And ever since this Gladiator side fell in that game number 2 to an unfortunate own goal with 1 second remaining, they have been a completely different roster, firing on absolutely all cylinders.
Yeah, and one of the glaring stats to see here, Saturnia, 1 more shot than Gladiators, but Gladiators 6 goals to 1. And we were talking about quantity versus quality when Saturnia beat Gladiators, that 2-1, how they had so many shots on target. They cleaned that up instantaneously, almost got a double-digit game, 9 goals over Saturnia, and now almost another Brazil. And I just can't believe that it was so far apart. Saturnia have looked so strong, looked so dominant throughout league play, then just falling apart on the day in the most important spot. And it's just the clutch factor. It's the ability to show up in playoffs on the day. And if you don't know how to handle that pressure, if you don't have that strength, then you're going to fall to the better team. And that's what's happened here. I'm not sure who it is that they are going to be facing. I believe Venom and Bladesmith are either 1-1 or 2-1 at the moment. And I'm really not sure which side is going to take that one. But Bladesmith had the better of things, to sweep over Jammy Dodgers, and Venom just about scraped past Blaze. So we'll have to see how that one goes. But we are going to have to throw it to the break until we get to see who that's going to be in the lower final. But it should be just as exciting.
Indeed. So break up now, guys. And next up is going to be your lower finals. Let's see who's going to face up against the Saturnia side to win and face Gladiators waiting in that grand final. We shall see you in just a few moments.
in the matrix. Have to keep waiting, I gotta be patient. What's up with all these people hating? Yeah, anytime I gotta switch lanes. Always gotta be real, ain't no time to change. In my head, but I got better things. Feeling love all through my veins, yeah. It is really nice to meet ya, yeah. I'm a teacher, got different things to teach, yeah. But it don't really matter. Give you my love on a platter. I can see it in your eyes. I thought that I trusted you, but all you do is lie. But you really know that ain't different. Heart so cold, yeah, you can see me shivering. Am I the one to blame? Ain't playing all these games, but look how I have changed for you. I hope you know that you are on my mind. Promise I won't waste no time. Got down, but now I climb. Said I would make it, feeling so lost, I feel caught up in a matrix. Have to keep waiting, I gotta be patient. What's up with all these people hating? Yeah, I go running a maze, forgetting all those days, left them in the haze. It's better there, wasting my moment. Love like us, okay, and she played with it, she broke it. Yeah, I don't care. I thought it would be better. Hate it, I put in this effort. Hate it, I put in this effort. Yeah, want it to be better. I hope you know that you are on my mind. Promise I won't waste no time. Got down, but now I climb. Said I would make it, feeling so lost, I feel caught up in a matrix. Have to keep waiting, I gotta be patient. What's up with all these people hating? Yeah. I hope you know. I hope you know.
My heart breaks when you call my phone. Why can't you just leave me alone? Just leave me alone. Hey, hey. My heart breaks when you call my phone. Why can't you just leave me alone? I can't escape the way you made me feel. You made me feel. Hey. My heart breaks when you call my phone. Why can't you just leave me alone? I can't escape the way you made me feel. You made me feel so I'm trapped out. Yeah, I don't know what to do. I'ma fall in the back of my coupe. Shout out to my brother in that coat. Ay, ay. I got two damn phones. Call me Kevin Gates. Get these bands, lock them up, put them in a race. Don't need no safe. We get all our feelings change. Don't feel the same. No, I don't wanna feel this way. I can't escape, you know, no. My heart is racing, no, no. You took my place and I can't take it back. No, take it back. My heart breaks when you call my phone. Why can't you just leave me alone? I can't escape the way you made me feel. You made me feel, ayy. My heart breaks when you call my phone. Why can't you just leave me alone? I can't escape the way
Yeah. What? Ay, feeling like I'm top 5. Top. Ay, yeah. Look, I know I'm top 5. This gon' make the block ride. Caught them on the back street. Gotta tell them bye-bye. They don't want no beef. No, this isn't Five Guys. Yeah, I'm coming for the chicken. I ain't talking Popeyes. White girls, black girls. We don't do apartheid. I was working part-time. Tell them part in my grind. Just a light-skinned boy coming from the dark side. Always talking that real. Go and check the archives. Ay, get it how you live it. And why on the fitted, you be telling them who did it. I be going crazy with it, I should be committed. I know that they jocking me, they never gon' admit it. I'm fired up, no it's not tied up, we winning. I got more bars than a life sentence. Y'all got bars with the ones you not penning. Take it as a diss if you listen and offended. Yeah, that's the all if you offended. Jay invented swag, and the swag I reinvented. Acting like you fly, but you just a flight attendant. Me, I am the pilot, shout out to my stylist. I'm fed up. Me, I usually keep it chill, but I'm fed up. I was trying to bite my tongue, but I'm fed up. I don't ever get bitter, just better. They say it's dope when I hold it, I get the mic and control it. They see I'm steady and focused, I put my city on shoulders. We been the furthest from sober, he got the blunt and the soda. If someone get in my way, I'ma go run them over. Ran them over in a Uber, ain't no drunk driving. Uber XL, let the shorties piling. Shorty like my style, I let it smash, my stylist. Boy, I got the drip, can't find it. California coast for the weekend, let the party begin. Animals smoking all these botanicals, eating other rappers, they acting like I'm a cannibal. Like Hannibal, silence of the Lambo, I'm Rambo. Hey, who sounding like this, lot of carbon copies. I'm killing the gang, call me John Gotti. They'll be gone in a year, let's stop pretending. That go out to everyone if you got offended. Yeah, that's the all if you offended. Jay invented swag, and the swag I reinvented. Acting like you fly, but you just a flight attendant. Me, I am the pilot, shout out to my stylist. I'm fed up. Me, I usually keep it chill, but I'm fed up. I was trying to bite my tongue, but I'm fed up. I don't ever get bitter, just better. Chill.
I got too much on my mind right now. Too much going down right now. Will I wake up before I hit the ground? How do I escape my troubled mind? Need to slow it down right now. Kick it with some slate, just cool it down. I believe in me, myself, on mine. I'ma just do me, live my life. I've been losing reason in this face. My mind has got me losing my own race. If I moved, then would I get away? I can't help but thinking of your face. My head's been turning navy, I've been going crazy. I just need to get off this ride for a while. I've been gone lately, spaced out, just faded. I think I need to go through each day at a time. I gotta keep track on my focus. Lot of people thinking they can own it. Girl, that's why you left, I saw your motives. Left me feeling dead, but hey, I chose this. Now I dream too much, need new doses. I will miss you, hope you get your roses. I'll keep writing down what my soul says, and try and let go of the old days. I got too much on my mind right now. Too much going down right now. Will I wake up before I hit the ground? How do I escape my troubled mind? Need to slow it down right now. Kick it with some slate, just cool it down. I believe in me, myself. I just let go. How would you notice? How would you notice if I just let go? How would you notice? How would you notice if I just let go? I got too much on my mind right now. Too much going down right now. Will I wake up before I hit the ground? How do I escape my troubled mind? Need to slow it down right now. Kick it with no slate, just cool it down. I believe in me, myself, oh my. I'ma just do me, live my life.
Pour up for a good time, Corona, get that good vibe. Drinking till the sunrise, just like we used to do. Mexico, let's go there. Yeah, sex is slow, I don't care where we go as long as I'm there with you. Just like we used to do. Still tired like your friends, what we used to do. Yeah. I say the feeling's mutual. Distance between us dissolves when I fly over. Pull up, shotgun, sitting wide open. Hop in, tell me how your life been. Used to talk every day till the night's end. Been a year now, I'ma need the whole school. You thriving, update me on them goals too. Yeah, I could listen to you forever. Filling up a few of them strong, never let them take us anywhere they plan to. Don't jump the gun, but when we sipping something, you already know what's up. Lean back, I'll take you where we used to go. We both familiar on what the future holds. Bottoms up for the time that we wasted. Later we got reacquainted. For a good time, Corona, get that good vibe. Drinking till the sunrise, just like we used to do. Mexico, let's go there. Yeah, sex is slow, I don't care where we.
We are in the penultimate week of league play. This is where things start to get really interesting, where it's make and break for a lot of these teams and players. So
For him, still not to any avail. A bit of a team pinch coming out. They finished that. Fake coming out of the kickoff. A bit of a passing play attempt. Is it going to happen? Is it going to happen? Oh, it's gonna happen! What a finish that was! Let's get to the top of the bit. One moment ball, he's going to go for a bit of an aerial tuck, maybe a double tap. And gets it!
absolutely scintillating strike. Takes a 2-goal lead for his team. Once again, that is phenomenal.
I told you it was hype. I told you it was hype. £1,260 prize pool.
Right now, this right here is the pinnacle of RSC.
Hello and welcome back to the Season 8 Major Playoffs. It's your boy Hops, and we've just seen a dominant performance coming out from the Gladiators to take down Saturnia in, what can really quite be described as pure and adulterated domination. They have been that unstoppable force waiting for whoever wins this series in the grand finals, but now we turn our attention to the lower finals and who is going to face up Gladiators at the end there. Saturnia coming off the back of a really difficult a loss to Gladiators, 9-2 and then 6-1. Bladesmith now a bit more hotter now after taking down Venom in that lower final round 1, or lower round 2 even, maybe I should call it. But still, regardless, these two teams, a lot to fight for here. Both of them wanting a rematch against Gladiators, as we saw Blacksmith fall to Gladiators in a sweep in that upper round 1. So searching for blood, these two teams are. They're going to have to fight against each other to get there. And we can see the bracket has laid out. Venom did fall in a 3-1 series to Bladesmith. I think a lot of people thought Venom perform a little bit better here, but maybe having a tough time in this bracket. Bladesmith now find themselves against Saturnia, and I think this is a match that may well be a bit closer than what we've just seen against Gladiators.
Possibly, although with the way that Saturnia lost that upper final, it's such a difficult task to bounce back, to maintain your mentality after something like that. And Roebuck in the chat there saying it wasn't quite dominant. It's difficult to argue against how strong they were, but Bladesmith looking just as strong, just 3-1ing Venom. No small scalp to take, that being the second seed in Glacis, and now having to go up against the first seed in Ignis, Saturnia, just above them in league play. And I just wonder how Saturnia is going to feel if they've made any kind of change, if they're going to bring in a sub, if they're going to throw a switch up their play style. I don't see anything but a difficult slog here against Blazers. We know how vicious they can be. We know how strong they can be. I want to point out Wolfie as one of those players. Some of the mechanics we've seen is in the intro trailer for these playoffs. The unbelievable goal that you saw, that you casted yourself, Hop, and I just can't wait to see what he brings out here in this lower final, because this is crunch time. This is when he needs to be that talisman and that spearhead for Bladesmith against Saturnia, because this is the bounce back. A cornered, wounded beast is often the most dangerous, and I think that's what Saturnia could be here.
100%. And, I made, in that break, I made a hot take. All right, and I'm going to reveal it now. And this is going to be our prediction phase. I am saying Bladesmith are going to take this game over Saturnia, and I know, Rollback, you're in the chat here. You're having a fantastic game in these playoffs, but I think Bladesmith are on a run here. We've seen it happen in the past, and I think Bladesmith are hungry for their rematch, and I'm going to call it. Bladesmith are going to take this in a Game 5 3-2 over Saturnia. Vector, I'm going to throw the baton of prediction over to you. What are you calling over here?
Just for the sake of balance, I think I'm going to go with Saturnia. I think they bounce back. It's going to be a Game 5. I don't know if it'll be an OT or something like that, but the way that Saturnia have to come back here, it's going to be a tough road. Whether they get it in a reverse sweep, they go down 2 games, we'll have to see. Generally in the first game, after such a loss like that, things are just really slowed down. People trying to figure each other out. And I just wonder if that is going to be the difference maker here, if Saturnia can bounce back, because Bladesmith are on a roll, as you said, and they will not slow down for anyone. They want that rematch against Gladiators. They want to prove why they shouldn't have got swept in that upper round 1, and they're going to have to prove it against Saturnia here first, though. Indeed.
And just looking at the chat polls, I think people are agreeing with me on Bladesmith. I'm not the one who did that big channel bet on them, so don't pin it on me. It's not me here. But however, as I'm talking, Saturnia gets a huge bet onto them, so it's almost a 50-50 split going in favor of Saturnia though at the end. But we are going to kick it off in our lower final, Bladesmith versus Saturnia. Who is going to face it out? Sato, Duck and Wolfie versus JB Gaming, Paul and Rollback. And I think the player that I want to call out here is Sato. He has been a member of the RSC for so long. He's been such a pivotal player, and one of those standout performers in previous seasons. I'd love to see his coming here. Duck not able to get the touch in, but immediately this Blacksmith side putting the pressure on. Wolfie with a nice touch of his own off the bat ball. Can he get the redirect? No, he can't. Duck has gone up. He's going to play it lightly off the bat ball, but does force Rollback to have to jump there. Not exactly what to do, but it's a bit reminiscent of what we saw against Gladiators. Saturnia pinned back in their own half, having to defend and work and play out from the back, and this is not the position they want to find themselves in.
Not early on in this Game 1, and apparently I was completely wrong. I thought this was going to be cagey, a tight affair where things were slowed down, and both sides looking to find their footing. But plenty of bat bob plays, plenty of aerial mechanics going on. So I expect to see from Bladesmith, not as much from Saturnia, but to see what they've got in the locker, what they've got up their sleeves after getting beaten so heavily. Bladesmiths having to do something of their own, a little bit less consistent than Gladiators, despite the fact they put on just as much pressure. They're just as aggressive. This one going through the corner, Duck attempting to find some sort of redirect pass there. Sato in the mid, trying to do it all himself. He's going to take a shot. He's going to hit the crossbar, and Duck is there to finish it off. Slots it between two Saturnia defenders, and they open the scoring almost 2 minutes into this first game. And I suppose this is what we're looking to see. It wasn't a direct pass for Bladesmiths, but when the play doesn't work in the first instance, they go back and they try and figure it out of the second time of asking. I know that there's been quite a few questions asked of Bladesmiths, whether they're ready for this challenge, whether they're going to show up today. And that's especially blatant for Saturnia a question to ask as well, as Wolfie puts in the second. I'm just wondering, because Sato's been having some connection issues today. He had some from against Gladiators, I believe it was, and Jeremy Dodgers. So if that comes back to bite them, then Bladesmiths could really be in trouble.
I really do, and I feel like Sato's always followed by connection issues, but as you said, if it holds, he's looking like such a lethal player. One of the questionably fastest players in this major tier. But with that being said, JB Gaming is going to put one straight back. Roll back, who's in the chat just moments ago, listening to us talk. He just said, absolutely not. This is what we're going to do. That's a beautiful ceiling pinch down for JB to put it into the back of the net. 2-1 though, still in the favour of this Bladesmiths even side. And Saturnia though have shown a little bit of life here. Duck trying to get the clearance. JB is there. Sato waiting in the back of the net. Puts a huge clearance to all the way down to the opposite end of the field, forcing Saturnia to rotate. JB with a nice demo onto Duck, and slow things down. Good shot from Sato, forcing JB to jump there and get that blocker. He's going to come off the backboard once again. Actually puts the clearance all the way down, and Sato may have got a bit of an awkward touch, forcing Duck to have to go back to his own corner. Although overextending just a little bit, it's not going to get the best of touches, and does allow Duck to follow it up. Off the backboard it goes. JP is there. Duck though going really quickly. He's going to put it off for Wolfie. Wolfie looking for the finish. Puts it back for Sato, who has got it straight in. Wolfie just taking his time in the air here. Gets one, gets a second, and if that shot didn't go in like it did, Sato was trailing right behind him to put that third goal in for this Bladesmith side. What a finish it was, and that's 3-1 at the halfway point of this match.
And there's just such composure in the mechanical space. Saturnia looking for an instant response to team play in field is shut out just as quickly as it was created. As you said there, even if Wolfie doesn't make the shot, Sato's there. Duck here with a pre-jump save off his own post. Looked so uncomfortable there, as that was a free shot for Saturnia to slam that against them, and straight down the middle. Looked like a relatively simple save in the end. And they keep the 2-goal lead. Now 2 minutes left of this game. Another passive field. Duck's going to be there, but does not make contact. And this bounces off the crossbar. A little bit of luck for Saturnia found here, but great passing. Something we saw that was cut out so much by Gladiators, and oh, that was so narrowly close. I'm surprised we didn't see a ghost hit there, but it has led to this being a 1-goal game and way more even than the previous match that Saturnia were in. So maybe this is their chance to shine. Maybe it's what they've got to show against a team that's slightly less consistent than who they got beaten by. But still plenty left for Bladesmith to show.
Indeed, it is. As Sato plays it off the side again, being that kind of playmaker so far. We can really rely on Duck and Wolfie's mechanics. We know how good they've been throughout the whole season. As Wolfie all the way back does miss that corner boost, but has got 100 to work with. He plays it over another player as well, doing such a good job. Paul has to come in as that third man to knock forward. Good rotations though from JB. He's going to keep the pressure on to the Bladesmiths half. A shot coming in from rollback, straight down the middle once again. And have to start making these shots harder to save for the Bladesmiths side. And Wolfie and Duck both going up. Wolfie just being too fast, beating out both his teammate and one of the Saturnia players. Rollback is going to get demo onto Duck, but Wolfie trades it out onto Paul. Sato was that last player back, trying to slow it down with a great bump onto JB. He's going to throw that line off completely. Wolfie only doesn't get the best of touches, just allow Paul to come back in, going to put it across the centre. The Rollback is there, and that is going to be the equaliser with 47 seconds left on the clock. Great play from Paul there, just buying his time, put it across the goal, and Duck really can't do anything as Rollback is going to slot that straight into the back of the net.
Saturnia starting to link up, warm up. You know they're capable of this. Got completely shut down the last time out, but they've found their footing, found some form. And doing so well against Bladesmith. Duck was a bit disquieted there. It seemed like stuck on the goal line. I think they were almost bumped out by JB. No, they just backflipped. They just panicked ever so slightly, expecting that one to be near post. And the mispositioning goes against them. I think Duck's having some connection issues. This whole team seems to be cursed. It's not Sato this time. And that might have been a factor. They're trying to do it again, and they're going to miss. That third man play not working out for them, and 2 quick goals in succession will probably seal it for Saturnia. And unfortunately for them, their defense did not hold long enough, lost that lead. And it's unfortunate to see because we know how good Bladesmiths can be. It's just when they're having issues like this, Saturnia's not going to slow down. There is no time for mercy here in the lower final. It is do or die.
It is do or die indeed. The team who loses this series gets knocked out of the playoffs. Ball over the shot. Brilliant save coming out from Sato. Maybe the connection may have stabilised just a little bit. Roll back, missing that touch of his own. Paul is there for the free shot. Wolfie, though, is there. Paul not with the grace of shots. Just play it straight to Wolfie. Keep that up with 10 seconds left on the clock. 2-goal deficit is probably a little bit too much, especially from their own back line. And it does look like this Saturnia side are going to be taking game number 1 of this best of 5 in the lower final. And you have to really start questioning the Bladesmiths. They had such a prominent lead, and yet just were not able to hold on to it. And maybe a potential lobby reset happening here. Sato, Duck and Wolfie have all left, and Rollback, they're all leaving the lobby. We'll have to find out from the back what is the plan here in regards to a lobby reset. But at the end of the day, it is curious. Saturnia looking like they found their footing finally. Hopefully their mentality is switched up just a little bit after that devastating loss to the Gladiators. But right now, this Bladesmith side have so much potential. I'm wondering whether their pings settle down, whether Saturnia have it in them to kind of make sure and hold on to the speed with Bladesmiths.
Yeah, and it's one of those things that could have gone either way. The fact that it was 3-3, like 2 or 3 of the goals for Saturnia, I think came from the issues that Duck was having. There were plenty of times that they were in the space at the back line as the third man and just couldn't make the touch. One was a bat flip, a couple were missed aerials, and whether or not that was down to the connection being a bit wishy-washy there, it doesn't change the facts that Bladesmith could have put away a few more of the chances that they had. They had such a strong opening start to the game. They had a 2-goal lead to start off with, and then getting their third and then just losing that eventually was unfortunate to see. But I assume they're going to bounce back if things start to settle down for them, because obviously Saturnia getting a lot of confidence coming from that upper final, the way that they got shot down, and now starting to do the same to Bladesmith, scoring 5 goals will do wonders for their confidence. And I'm just wondering if they'll start to ramp things up, or if they might get a little bit skittish, and if Bladesmith start to do the same to them, then they start falling into the same traps that they made for themselves in that upper final. And I hope that that's not the case, because as we both predicted, to go to game 5, that's what I expect and that's what I hope for.
Yeah, I do expect the game 5 still after that previous matchup, and we are resetting the lobby just as we speak. And at this late stage of the playoffs, a lobby reset can kind of throw off things just a little bit when you're talking about mentality. I think Saturnia now have a bit of momentum here that may well be quelled when within this kind of short break.
It could be, or it could be the thing that kind of diffuses Saturnia's ability to play. There's a lot of things that go into it, the subtle nuances that go into how you perform in your head, not just mechanically with your hands on controller or keyboard or however you decide to play. If your mind isn't right, then your mechanics aren't going to be right, and you make bad decisions. You start to do things that your teammates don't expect, and then it all just breaks down from there. It is a domino effect. And whether or not a break like this, it wasn't massive. It was probably only 2 minutes, so not that much different from just the game going ahead as normal. But both sides seemed happy to go for that reset and allow Bladesmith to sort out whatever issues they were having. Hopefully they don't come back to plague them once again. JB Gaming starting off the shooting here onto the backboard. Didn't actually count as a shot, and a quick count up front. Bladesmith does not end up formulating any kind of offense. Paul does well to slow this down and stop Wolfie encroaching, and there's something we didn't see from Saturnia against Gladiators, is that they weren't patient on defense. They were constantly trying to challenge, constantly trying to be the faster team, and it left a lot to be desired in terms of 50s and challenges. But this time, they go up the field, simple one pass, and it's in the back of the net. Rollback opens the scoring.
Indeed, he does, and he's been a mad player who's been very, very pivotal to the way that this Saturnia side plays, opening up a lot of space. Wolfie, though, waiting downfield, trying to find the redirect, but it's blocked by JB Gaming. Good speed from Duck in the air to stop the counter-attack early, but a whiff from Wolfie almost set rollback for his second goal. And he's in the air, plenty of boost to work with, trying to find the pinch down. And so much time in the air then, you have to start wondering where was the Bladesmith defense. All playing around the corner, Wolfie's there to knock it forward. Going to drop down, play a bit more defense in this role, but a demo coming out from Duck onto rollback may open up some potential defensive counter-attacks. There's the ball now bouncing towards the Saturnia half. Rollback leaves it for JB. Sato, though, challenging in the air. Rollback, though, finds himself the ball. He's going to go for the dribble here. Look for the flick around, and he does find it. Holding onto it for not just the right amount of time to throw off the Bladesmith defense. You see Wolfie trying to track, waiting for his teammate Duck, and just challenging at the last second. He's going to knock that ball in, but Rollback doing such a good job, playing with so much patience, really, that there's nothing Bladesmith's defense could have done there.
I mean, I feel like there was. Duck was coming back from the rotation, could have easily gone for the bump on Rollback, decided to go back post and attempt to stop any kind of shot, which ended up being the wrong decision. Could have stopped a shot from even happening at all. But that's the moments of madness that sometimes go against you. JB is going to drop straight down, but he's going to read it somehow. He is blocked by Sato. I don't know how he made that stop, but he has made it a 2-goal game, kept it a 2-goal game even. And Bladesmith looking to get straight back out on the counter. Paul misses off the backboard, and Wolfie, as I said, going back on that counter, they can be so quick and so venomous. But this is actually a team pinch going to the backboard. Paul didn't expect the pace, and Wolfie just a little bit quicker than Rollback, and they've brought one back. So the way that they play in that style is waiting for a mistake from Saturnia, especially in the midfield when they don't quite have the boost or the rotation and reaction times to stop the quick counter. And that could be what works for them. But I've seen some issues for Saturnia in terms of connections, so maybe a little bit balanced on both sides now, and we can actually see a good match between these two. Formulate Sato, double tap!
What? What was that? Vector?
What a read! I mean, it didn't look nearly as clean or calm or composed as you might see from Wolfie, but he got there. He got it off the post and eventually ended up going in off of Wolfie, but Sato will be claiming that, I imagine, in the Team PC. Set it up all on his own. And they managed to bring this back very, very quickly. Now halfway through the game. Just wondering if Saturnia can bring it back. They've had the passing and they've had the options. JB Gaming takes the shot and Sato is not equal. And as soon as I say it, I curse Bladesmith, and Saturnia retake a lead.
They do, and I mean, from such a high for the Bladesmith side to such a low on that counter-attack. Unfortunate for them, but it is only a 1-goal lane. We've just crossed the halfway point threshold of this matchup, so a lot of time still left. Sato with the whiff. Rollback is going to be there for the shot, and that sort of whiff is not what you want. Question marks around his connection just then, but the bounce was so awkward as it just clipped the bottom corner of the wall. I don't think he was expecting that whatsoever. Maybe he should have taken a little bit more time to do anything with it, because he may have got it away. But at the end of the day, that is going to put the 2-goal lead in favour of Saturnia. Rollback trying to make it a third one. Looking for the double tap. Can he find it? No, he can't. Not enough boost, but JB's there. Plays it just wide. Unfortunate enough for him. Duck, though, trying to do his best to get it out of that corner. Being such a nuisance around JB. He's actually going to do a really good job of getting it away. Sato is going to be there, though. The shot was perilously close. JB playing his time perfectly. And find the ball to Paul, who wins a lovely 50, gets the demo, the ball bouncing, rolling in, but Sato decided just to knock it into the back of the net. Don't know what his decision making was around there, but scoring in the wrong goal is not what you want, and the ball was looking really dangerous regardless. Rollback was there. I don't really know what Sato was deciding to do, maybe looking for the flick up, but just mistimed his touch, terribly, unfortunately.
Everyone's felt the sting, the bounce that Sato had to deal with on the first time. But that one really should not have gone in. Sato just panicking is something we saw from Saturnia against Gladiators when they're on their own defensive line. They're assuming they're going to get challenged instantly. Sato does so well to get it past two, but cannot find his way back to the ball to redirect it. And Duck is going to have to pick up the pieces. A free shot here. Paul just about reads it off that front post. A little mispositioned. And it's gone back again. Duck and Sato linking up. Not going to get the double tap. Wolfie's going to be there committing as third man. Just 50s out with rollback. And every single time they miss these chances now. Approaching a minute left in this game. They've got to be wondering whether they're going to get any more. If they can't finish these ones, what chance do they have of any more? Saturnia now a 3-goal lead. Looking near insurmountable. Sato trying to make that story a little bit different as Wolfie here with another shot, and Duck's going to be asked again, and the shooting percentage is going to be dropping for Bladesmiths as they attempt time and time again to close this deficit. But it just cannot seem to find their footing.
It cannot seem to happen. It's been a real story of just unfortunate circumstances for Bladesmiths, but credit where credit's due. Saturnia really turning up when they need to be. Roll back with the pass, the shot just a little bit squiffy there. It's still not gone in somehow, but at the end of the day, with only 20 seconds left, I don't think Saturnia will be too upset with them not scoring there. As the clock is ticking away, the biggest enemy for Bladesmiths right now is Paul putting the pass in. JB Gaming was going for that shot, and now you have to say it's all but over. And he will take the second game and go up 2-0 in this series in the lower final. Bladesmiths, they've had moments of brilliance and moments of flair that they just need to start capitalizing on.
They certainly do. No more excuses now. From what I could see, no connection issues for Bladesmiths. They're just getting beaten, just getting outpaced, and the panic clear to see. A couple times where shots really should have been saved, but for the most part, they're not closing down those opportunities. Narrowing the shooting angle is something that I preach quite a lot as a defender at heart. It's better to stop a shot even happening, even having a chance of going towards the net, rather than getting a clutch save or a last-second save. An analogy to football, the best goalkeepers make it look easy. They're always in the right position instead of making diving spectacular saves, because it's so low percentage. It's so dangerous to play like that. And it translates so well to Rocket League that if you don't have someone challenging in the midfield, if you don't send the first or even the second man sometimes, then it's just too easy for a good striking team to take goals off of you. And that's what we've seen. Robat with his hat-trick, JB with 3 assists. I think every goal but 1 assisted from Saturnia. We knew they were capable of this kind of team play. It was shut down against Gladiators, but now they're shutting down at Bladesmiths and looking for a chance to try again against Gladiators, because they couldn't do it in a best of 5. It's going to be even tougher in a best of 7. Something we saw in minor last night as well.
100%. No, it is a real different story when you're playing in a BO7. But still, a Gekap will get one game potentially away for Saturnia to go face their opponents, Gladiators, in the final. But can Bladesmiths have any sort of response? Can they retaliate? They've shown moments of pure flair and ability to score. Right now, the capitalization lacking in the later stages of the games. Let's see if they can do anything, and it's immediately going to be the Saturnia side on their attack, but a good read from Duck is going to open it up, almost getting the redirect off the backboard there. A huge demo from Paul onto Sato is going to slow it down. Paul's going to come away with the ball as well, going to follow up with another touch. Sato reading it nicely, thinks it towards Wolfie, waiting on that side wall, but not the best of passes as he puts it straight in front of Rule. And we're going to have Paul rotating back, plays it off the side. Wolfie's there with the shot. Oh, a bit awkward for Paul to deal with, but still manages well. And JB's going to come away with the ball. Plays off the back ball. Paul with the shot to the opposite side. It looked like Duck had it covered though. He's going to go off the side there, trying to find the musty flick pass to Sato. Not the best of touches for him. Has allowed JB to come away with the ball. Gets a bump onto one. Raul is there. But Paul once again playing it off the backboard, looking for his teammate to go for the shot. A great touch from Duck actually.
is going to slow the attack down, but it's all been Saturnia in this first early stages of this game, applying that pressure on, but still no goal to show from it.
It's all well and good that Bladesmiths have some mechanics, and as soon as you say, as soon as you pass the baton over, Bladesmiths take one here. Paul, a little bit of a questionable touch here. I think he was expecting someone to challenge him early and go for that 50. Instead, he just pops it into the mid. He has no teammate to speak of. Duck comes flying in to take that shot and take the lead relatively early on in this game 4. JB passing across the Paul. Defensive end passing can be quite useful if you've got the precision for it, because it keeps Bladesmiths penned back. They can't commit to an aerial because they're just not quick enough. Sato with the flip reset does nothing with it. That looked like one of mine, Hop. I can't do anything with flip resets, and apparently neither can Sato, but it shows that he's confident at least. He's still not down on himself. He is going for stuff that he thinks will be effective. He does get a nice touch here, but it's leveled straight at the defense, and it's a 2v1. Paul with a quick pass to JB, and somehow Duck gets contact on this one and prevents the easy shot, keeping that lead intact. That is the kind of defense I was looking for from Bladesmiths. Cut them out in the midfield. Don't allow them to get into the final third, and that is how you shut down offense.
Doing such a good job now, Bladesmiths. Can they keep it up? For the final 2 minutes and 45 seconds, Wolfie with a nice aerial. Didn't do it many times. Sato not the best touches. He's going to be able to follow it up with the recovery. Not much boost of Duck to work with, but it's cut out by JB. Who passed the ball. Paul not able to follow the double touch up. You see rollback was there. However, overcommitted slightly before his opportunity. See Wolfie going for a bit of a redirect and missing a Ahmad. But still, JB though cutting out on the backboard there. Going to get a second touch. Wolfie going to come flying in. Good 50 from him. Duck though going to put it off the backboard. A nice shot from him, just a little bit wide. Rollback was expecting that to be on target, and actually Duck wins the 50-50 off the double commit. Huge plays from him. Fortunately, neither of his teammates there to follow it up. Does allow Paul to come away with the ball. Paul gets a demo of his own. Duck going to play it off the sidewall, looking for a teammate. Actually going to go himself, beaten out by Paul. He was in the air just moments before. Sato though doing such a good job, creates so much space for his team. He's had to start capitalising it. JB is there though, pops it over one, looking for a teammate who's going to shoot it just too late and too wide. Wolfie doesn't get the best of touches though. It's going to set up an opportunity for Paul to put it in, but Paul playing it wide. That cannot happen with those sort of chances, especially if you're a goal down. The Bladesmiths defense really turning it up when they need to be, preventing these opportunities for Saturnia. But Paul has one there. Good touch from Wolfie to keep it away. Sato knocking it forward. And there we have it. Still the Saturnia side on the offense. Paul rollback actually gets to touch on the backboard, but he knocks it away from the shot opportunity. Saturnia really throwing everything they've got at this Bladesmiths defense right now.
And it almost worked somehow as a double commit off the backboard, and then rollback passing it back to Paul. I believe it was another one here. Duck again closing down that shooting angle, exactly what I was asking for. It's the kind of defense you need, proactive. You cannot wait and sit back and hope that your opponent isn't going to be able to make shots on target, because we've seen it plenty from Saturnia this series, not so much in this last game. Second to last game of Sato, oh my goodness, absolutely rifled at the back of the net, but rollback into his own crossbar and keeps this one close, keeps it interesting. Sophie's dropping this down. I don't know if it was going for a shot or a pass there, but neither ended up happening. Duck early on the front of that box, another double commit. Paul bumps out Sato in the mid-air. Rollback can't find contact with the ball. Wolfie has plenty of time to do whatever he wants with this one, as JB on the backboard. Doesn't get much, does win the 50. But Sato's a little too far back to create any instant offense. This one shot straight back across the field. Paul has to hunt Wolfie down if they have any chance of securing this overtime. And JB pops it to the back ball. Rollback is there, but Wolfie's just too quick, and it's going to hit the ground. And Bladesmiths bring one back. Absolutely crucial for them. And this is the kind of series that we wanted to see, Hop. I'm so glad that it started to go that way.
It is Bladesmiths, only a 1-goal win here, but have clinched that victory away from Saturnia, bringing it back. It's a long road ahead for them, though, and they keep it going and send it to a game number 5. Still Saturnia on that match point. It has been a great display of mechanics from the Bladesmiths side. I think one player who we have to really call out for it is Sato, doing so much mechanically and opening up so much space for Wolfie and Duck to work with.
and cutting out that midfield presence of Saturnia, really making it difficult for them to do anything. However, you have to see that, I mean, the shots really going in the favour of Saturnia with 7 to their name compared to the sole 6 of the Bladesmiths. And granted, there's not the biggest of margins, but at the end of the day, capitalisation fully on the side of Bladesmiths.
Yeah, and I mean, you talk about Sato being that facilitator, being able to create space for his teammates and get the ball across the field. But for me, it's Duck. Only managed to get 2 saves in that game. But what's so important, as I was talking about it, you don't need to make saves. If you're just so good at stopping the offense in the first place, it doesn't count on the scoreboard. But if you could stop that midfield play, you can cut out the shots and cut out the passing lanes. You can make so much disruption for your opponent, especially because they're expecting the play to work. They've sent 2 players, they've already committed to it. So if you cut them out in the midfield and you've already got a teammate upfield, then you could instantly get a shot on target. And sometimes that really works out in favour, sometimes it doesn't. A lot of it depends on the boost game. It is the foundation of everything. If you don't have boost, you literally cannot do anything. It's such a difficult way to play, especially for mechanics. It's all well and good that Bladesmiths are able to do flip resets and double taps and dunks and wave dashes and all these lovely things. If they don't have boost to do it, and if they don't have the fundamentals such as rotation and positioning and communication especially, then all of that just breaks down in a heap. It is the glue that holds everything together and keeps your rocket fuel burning. But right now, Saturnia having to bounce back. Realised they could have had the chance of closing out this series early, but going to this game 5, exactly what we went on to see, Hop. And I do think Bladesmiths have a strong chance. Another one here for Sato. Wolfie asked his 3rd man, but again to the crossbar. And that's just the one thing that's been letting down Bladesmiths. They have plenty of chances, it's just putting them away.
Indeed it is. It's a great bump onto Duck. It's going to give Paul an opportunity to play it off the backboard. A great save, though, coming out. JB has an opportunity to finish it, but plays it high and wide. How can you miss that? That was a prime opportunity to get that goal on the board. And you have to start saying JB's done that quite a few times now with the prime opportunities. He has to start putting them away. And Sato plays off the backboard, looking for a teammate, and in the opposite end of the field,
Wolfie does not make the same mistake and puts it into the bottom left, bottom right corner. And that is a painful, heartbreaking one for the side of Saturnia. There was a prime, clear-cut opportunity for Saturnia to go up 1 goal, but they just weren't able to do it. And you were talking about Bladesmiths having a difficulty in closing out and the accuracy, but it does look like Saturnia struggling as well. And there's another one. Saturnia, where have you gone? Bladesmiths have sharpened their knives and started to really make some clean cuts.
It's just so rapid, and they're risking everything, going through the midfield, barely rotating at any time. I mean, it kind of forces you to make that decision. If there's no boost in the midfield on the full pads or on the little pads, then you're kind of forced into going back, into being defensive. But Bladesmiths just don't seem to care about that. They stay upfield, and they're getting fortunate in the 50s, enough so that they can stay in that area and be annoying, be a presence. This one, another one from Sato, shot a little too close to the ground. Robot does take control and then beats out Duck, going to the ceiling, has the passing option in field. He finds Paul. It's a little bit far forward, and thankfully for Bladesmiths, they cut that one out, and this one off the crossbar was not on target, but Duck, that clearance was essential. The Sato and Wolfie start flying up the field, attempting to go for another quick counter. Sato does not know that JB is there and puts it directly onto his bumper and takes one for Saturnia, keeping this close. And that's exactly the kind of mistake that can happen. He didn't have ball come off, did not know where his opponent was. That needs to be communicated, or things like this can happen.
Such a tough one to take, but Saturnia will be happy to have that straight back into this game. Duck in the read off that kickoff. It's not JB to come away with it. His shooting actually hasn't been the strongest this time. Let's see if he can really touch up on that. He was the one to find that goal. Sato, though, almost letting Vol back get a free shot into the back of the net. Fortunately, he was able to cut the angles just enough. Wolfie and Duck just kind of playing with the ball at the back. Not the safest thing to do, especially against a team such as Saturnia. Volbach's going to try and make some options. Ball is there. Goes off the side, puts the pass down, but JB just too far back to make anything happen with that. Wolfie's going to challenge early, put the ball forward. Ball is there. JB's gone up. Going to decide to pop it. Nice and easily. Plays it to Rollback. Off the backboard. Wolfie can't get the touch. Paul is there. Shot is on, but it's just high once again.
this Saturnia side are getting absolutely played. Alanis, you in the chat, because that's probably what's happened.
Oh, it feels so bad. Didn't even make it to the playoffs. Really sad to see that she isn't here, but these two teams are, and Bladesmith's really kind of getting away with things. So many shots already. 7, in fact, for Saturnia. It's Paul to the backboard, all back. Gonna clean this up, only to the corner. JB with a shot, that was a beauty. Redirected this, but straight to the field for Sato to go for a 1v1. Gets a decent 50, but not to any red player, and then Duck gets beaten out by Rollback. Has a little bit of time, an open net to go for, but it's too far forward, and somehow Duck gets back in time. Stalwart defender, so important to this Bladesmith side. For this comeback as Wolfie slams that into the backboard. Was so quick, having to read that through the mid, and now another one straight back up the field. It's so back and forth. Neither team wanting to lose out here. They know that they need to beat the other team, and Sata once again a double tap off the corner. He's done it on one side and he's done it on the other. That is perfect.
How has he made that ball? He had no right to have that second touch whatsoever. There was a defense all over the side of Saturnia, but Sato, with his speed, which he's been known for in the past, coming to fruition right now. What a play that was, but JB's going to answer straight back with a goal of Saturnia's own. You have to worry, Bladesmith, you cannot lift your foot off the gas pedal at
what a double tap,
crucial
Paul.
time, but Paul really opening up that space, and Paul finding a double tap of his own, saying, Sato, yeah, you can do this, but I've got the team play to back it up as well. And with 51 seconds left on the clock, this Saturnia side are straight back into the game.
Whatever you can do, I can do better. Something ringing through the ears of Bladesmith now as Saturnia looking for another off the backboard, but roll back a little bit slow, and Wolfie tries to keep this close, but is beaten by Paul, then goes for the bump on Duck. It throws him off a little bit as JB having to beat 2 defenders, and it stayed in this corner. It's recycled out so many times. Duck wanting to break that cycle, going for the flip reset, gets it, and it's over. JB Gaming! Oh my goodness, the cross-field flip reset from Duck. We were talking about Wolfie, we were talking about Sato, but no, Duck is showing up, coming in clutch with the unbelievable mechanics. 4-2 for Bladesmith, 20 seconds left. This is a fantastic comeback.
Oh my word, Duck, he is absolutely crackers. That's all you can say about that. What a full map, full field aerial with the flip reset in a game that keeps your team alive, and with the team and time ticking down, that is going to be Bladesmith sending it to a game number 5 in these losers final because of a ridiculous finish coming out from Duck. Call him Justin, because that is how you close it out.
How in the world did he maintain the pace and the boost on the ball? I don't know if he had 100 tank coming off of that backboard, but if he didn't, it just performed some sort of magic. That was ridiculous. The fact that he could keep it so close to him, not being challenged once, that is a crucial factor. The fact that he didn't have to do anything to get past anyone except the last man with that flip reset, which was beautiful. The fact that there was no midfield challenge gave him so much space, time to figure out what they were looking for, but still managed to clutch it up. That was just phenomenal. Exactly what Bladesmiths needed. This is the time they needed to show up. All 3 players showing unbelievable mechanics, and because they've got that fundamental base, because they've developed that foundation and prevented Saturnia from doing anything in the midfield, that's when they can really start to soar, really start to fly. And that's exactly what they're doing here. I'm just wondering if Saturnia have got some kind of response, because they're going to have to now.
It is going to have to be some level of retaliation, a response in a format of Rocket League gameplay where they're able to do it. And, you know, I think the players on Saturnia, they've got crazy mechanics. We've seen Rollback do double taps. We've seen a beautiful double tap setup coming out from Paul. They have to step up. They cannot give this Bladesmith side any room to breathe and any room to do exactly what Duck just did to them, as we are in a game number 5. This is the deciding match onto who is going to be your final grand finalist to face up against a very strong Gladiators roster. But Paul doing exactly what he needs to, beating out one player, beating out a second, but Sato reading it very nicely. Good touch away, just keeping that shot away from the back of the net. It pops off the crossbar. Another shot's going to follow up. Duck can read it nicely, but Sato does with a beautiful pre-flip touch away from the danger zone. JB Gaming off the backboard. Quackity Ducker is there. Don't give him any room to play with. But is shut down early by Rollback. Rollback has gone up, looking for the shot, but Wolfie biting at the heels to keep that ball away. Brilliant job from him on defense, and there's right now a bit of midfield battle going on between these two sides. It's all in the favour of Saturnia. Paul not able to find the angle, unfortunately. A good bump from Sato onto Rollback is going to keep the ball away from the danger zone momentarily. Duck doing such a good job with a lovely flick of his own. Rollback is there, can play off the sideboard. Paul has gone up, plays off the corner, looking for Rollback for the finish, but it's saved by Sato once again. This Bladesmith side do not want to fall here.
And whilst the reliability has been an issue for Bladesmiths throughout these playoffs, especially on defense, Sato there being so good, missing this one, not as threatening as it could have been. That woodwork has been shivering and shaking. How many shots have been leveled at it? Still quivering a little bit here in defense, Bladesmiths, but Saturnia haven't got all that much pace, and they're not committing too much to the offense as this one. It's just sent straight back across the field. Sato with a weak touch. Does manage to get back to it. It just keeps bouncing back and forth across the field. Throwback pops this one up. I don't think anyone was expecting that touch, but Paul's just a little bit too slow, and Duck is able to clear it out. Sato now attempting to take it further up the field. Wolfie does in fact manage to do so. Cannot get back to the ball, and Rollback with a free clear. JB's already up the field, but Duck reads it so quickly, and Wolfie wasn't expecting that. Communication starting to slow down a little bit from the looks of things. And there's few and far between chances have come so far for either side. Plenty of shots for Saturnia at 4, Bladesmiths only with 1, and Wolfie gets it past another Paul. Going up into the air. I think they've figured out that aerial space hop. They're not allowing mechanics to come through for Bladesmiths, not allowing them enough time on the ball. Especially exactly what you wanted to see from them, to suffocate Bladesmiths, prevent that boost game. Don't go into the backboard, not as strong as they were from that finisher in the final game. Wolfie going up high, trying to get a second touch. And it just seems like both sides a little bit slow to the mark here in game 5, where the nerves are the highest, so the expectation is the highest. And really neither side wanted to be the one that makes that mistake.
Mistakes wanting to be made. You can see Saturnia just trying to be careful. They don't want to commit too high up because of the speed at which this Bladesmith side can flip from defense to attack. Good rotations from them so far. They've got to keep it up if they want to keep Bladesmiths at bay. JB Gaming with a great touch and a beat onto Sato, but not a good enough touch to force a pass and shot out of Rollback. But Rollback doing absolute work. The ball bouncing precariously, but again, Saturnia too far back to pounce on it. The ball's going to bounce now towards the net. The shot was going to be found there. JB had to make that touch away if he wanted to keep his teammates at a scoreline of 0. Wolfie though with a brilliant touch off the ceiling actually. Rollbacks didn't get the catch and wasn't expecting it. This Duck is trying to play it into the centre. Coming down to the wire as we approach the minute marker. Wolfie is there, puts a shot forward, not too dangerous for JB to deal with. Duck is on the rotation back, he's going to take his time here. Going to find some boost, going to find a touch, find a second touch off the sidewall. Rollback is there, Wolfie going to find a touch of his own. Sato has gone up, going to put the shot on, looking for his teammate Duck. But a little bit too far for him to reach. As JB gets a really nice flick over Wolfie. The redirect is there, almost finding a ridiculous angle. But still, the goal line is 0-0. As we approach the end, Duck has gone up, playing it down towards the net. But it is saved by JB. The mechanics of this Bladesmith side so dangerous in every sort of instance. Duck trying to make something happen. And Duck put it in. No, he can't. He gets bumped. And there we have it. Sato has put the goal in
with 28 seconds left on the clock. And look how much work Duck does here. He gets the bump. He doesn't go for the ball. He just bumps Paul and leaves Sato with a 3 goal. And there we have it with 28 seconds left on the clock. Have Bladesmiths done enough to hold out Saturnia?
frankly cannot believe that it had to come down to the last 30 seconds for one of these nets to be broken. There's been so many goals in this series. More in favour of Saturnia in the total tally, but now they're struggling. Desperation time. With 10 seconds left, they've got to get all the way up the field to try and equalise, to try and put it into OT! But with Duck, there is no hope! Taking their first goal of this game. Paul has already put GG's in the chat. He seems to have given up. There's still a chance. There has to be belief in the camp of Saturnia. 2 kickoff goals is what they need. They need to get it right here. This one a little bit wayward, and it's going to be Sato to take it away from them. It's going to bounce high, and they have no more chances. Bladesmith's triple commit to go into the air, and they don't care. They're just like the red arrows now, flying in grace and poise and beauty with the mechanics that we've seen from them, taking themselves to that grand final, getting their second opportunity against Gladiators. It's going to be so tough. They've had to reverse sweep Saturnia. This is insane, Hope. I cannot believe it.
I can't believe the reverse sweep has come in. And I mean, we have to praise Saturnia for getting this well. They played absolutely lights out Rocket League. But at the end of the day, the mechanics from Bladesmith just too dominant, and I think there is only one place and one person we have to highlight here, Duck, with an obscene goal in that game number 4, a full field aerial flit reset, and then at the end there, finishing the second goal to put the nail in the coffin over Saturnia in that reverse sweep. What a game it was. And you know, my hot take ended up coming to fruition. I mean, a GG's all around. And before we look at Bladesmith, before we go to the break, let's just quickly break down Saturnia. They've had an incredible run so far. You cannot take anything away from them.
Absolutely, a dominant team in league play. We saw how vicious they could be. 49 wins in the season, the most goals out of any major team at 228. So it's no surprise that they got this far to the lower final, and it's sad to see them go, but someone had to. And Bladesmith just clutched it on the day with the mechanics that they had. But it wasn't just that, it was the defense as well. They fell apart so much in those first 2 games, but then something switched. They just snapped their fingers, and it was instant offense. It was so brilliant from them. And I can't wait to see what they've got against Gladiators, who, if they were watching this last game, they should take a few notes, because seriously, you've got some difficult times ahead of you if you cannot manage to shut down what Bladesmiths are capable of in the air. It is about controlling that boost game, something Gladiators did so well against Saturnia, but now, after sweeping Bladesmiths in the upper round 1, they're going to have to do it again in a best of 7. A chance for Bladesmiths to redeem themselves and show just how dominant they can be. But it's going to be so damn tough. I can't wait to see it.
I cannot wait either. A massive GG's to Saturnia, but we will be seeing you. Great players all around. But your grand finals is going to be Gladiators versus the Bladesmiths. We will be here back in around 10 minutes or so to catch that grand final action. Is Bladesmiths going to take it all the way to a bracket reset, or is it going to be the Gladiators closing it out? We will see and find out very soon. See you in a second.
Amazing highs. I know you hate the way that I do just enough to get you up. It feels like I'm losing touch. I'm not enough. I keep running fast. I keep running faster. The world is such a wreck. I know I'm a mess. Nothing less. I keep running fast. I keep running faster. You said that you wish I'd go. Why you live in a world so cold? I got just enough to get you up. It feels like I'm losing touch. I'm not enough. I feel like I'm gonna pass out. Thought that the day ones would last now. They wanna be just like you. Friends turn and they lose. 45 and I'm gone. Feel alive when I'm torn. No, I waste all my time feeling lesser. Don't wanna mess up. Know that I'm blessed. It's been emotional. Listen, I hope you surrounds me, it helped me grow. I can't feel anymore, I know I've been ignoring the things that I live for, the life that I give, and I feel like I could have done better. So I keep running faster than ever. I keep running fast, I keep running faster. The world is such a wreck, I know I'm a mess, nothing less. I keep running fast, I keep running faster. You said that you wish I'd go. Why you live in a world so cold? I got just enough to get you up. It feels like I'm losing touch, I'm not enough.
I got my hope on full, but my heart's on empty. Don't know what you want, you've been gone and you left me. Give what I got, it's for naught, to the next please. Stuck in my emotions at a loss when you text me. When I'm in, you're out, you gon' take me down. You complain about everything, oh wow, nothing's changed about how you came around. Yeah, always try to blame me while you play around. So tell me what the deal is, tell me what you want, yeah. I can't even give it, I'm all out of love. Thinking that we finished, but then you pulled a card. Look, I'm sorry, but I'm out of here. I think you out of love. Simple little changes, probably all subtle. Notice that you ain't the same, and I'm puzzled. Wonder what it takes, I'm breaking down rubble. I had to switch lanes, I'm safe in my bubble. Look, I don't know what I'm feeling. We back and forth depending. No matter what the weather is, you're never gonna get it. Packing my bags, moving, I'm finished. All out of gas, I've been empty, diminished. I got my hope on full, but my heart's on empty. Don't know what you want, you've been gone and you left me. Give what I got, it's for naught, to the next please. Stuck in my emotions at a loss when you text me. When I'm in, you're out, you gon' take me down. You complain about everything, oh wow, nothing's changed about how you came around. Yeah, always try to blame me while you play around. You would talk on my name, I was lost in a phase. You were wrong in your place and you wanna be shamed. And you're off with the lames, got me gone into space. You were coming for my image, but it blew up in your face. Well, really you the villain, but always put on a front. Got me second guessing feelings, I'm wondering if I'm wrong, yeah. Manipulative and timid, you rigorous with your love. Been addicted to the feeling, but lately it's getting wrong. Look, I don't know what I'm feeling, we back and forth depending. No matter what the weather is, you're never gonna get it. Packing my bags, moving, I'm finished. All out of gas, I've been empty, diminished. I got my hope on full, but my heart's on empty. Don't know what you want, you've been gone and you left me. Give what I got, it's for naught, to the next please. Stuck in my emotions at a loss when you text me. When I'm in, you're out, you gon' take me down. You complain about everything, oh wow, nothing's changed about how you came around. Yeah, always try to blame me while you play around. When I'm in, you're out, you gon' take me down. You complain about everything, oh wow, nothing's changed about how you came around. Yeah, always try to blame me while you play around. Whoa.
Frederico, we've got him. Hey, fresh off the boat on the dope, yeah. You said you rap, that's a joke, yeah. You hate your life and it shows, yeah. I'm making plays coast to coast, yeah. Perfect. I keep my moves on the low, ay. iPhone 6-digit code. How I stack up with my bros, yeah. Yeah. What it you like to know? Yeah. And I'm back up on the scene, tryna stack up all the cream. Pockets busting at the seams, you don't know what I mean. Get there, I say with my green. I see people tryna scheme. It don't got a red stripe, but you know my flow supreme. Yo, diamonds I need on my wrist. Ay, nobody sounding like this. Ay, don't even know how you got to the top. I send you to the abyss. Ay, I shoot shot, don't miss. Ay, I move pot with wrist. Ay, all these other rappers probably tryna sound like this. Yo, ay, where the dope at? Yeah, they shoot at me just like Kodak. Ay, got a problem, tell them hold that. Just run the city, boy, I thought you know that. How we make a way without a boat? Wait, how? He got all the keys and all the dope. All the dope, tell them keep that respect though. Give me the check though, and I say perfecto. Ay, got the hustle from my pops, man, I got so many keys, got the whole city on lock. You should worry about yourself, why you staying on my jock? Can't stop, even UPS can't put me in a box, yeah, yeah. Shawty said it's a bop, about to play this in a drop top, cruising down the block. Yo, acting like the man, but we both know that you not. I got hops, watch me ball, hear the swishing with my shot. Wet, me I'm on top already, give me that guap, I'm ready. Got drive and dready, throw cash, confetti, give me that ice like Yeti. Hate, but they had not met me, but they ain't bringing me down, no. I'm too up right now, I private meeting, check the dough lot. This cool, but my next single is more hot. I did all the shows in my city, I was busy, yeah. Now I'm taking over your block. Ay, where the dope at? Yeah, they shoot at me just like Kodak. Ay, got a problem, tell them hold that. Just run the city, boy, I thought you know that. How we make a way without a boat? Wait, how? He got all the keys and all the dope. All the dope, tell them keep that respect though. Give me the check though, and I say perfecto.
penultimate week of league play. This is where things start to get really interesting, where it's make and break for a lot of these teams and players. So
for him, still not to any avail. A bit of a team pinch coming out. They finished that. Fake coming out of the kickoff. A bit of a passing play attempt. Is it going to happen? Is it going to happen? Oh! What a finish that was! Let's get to the top of the bit. One moment, Bo is going to go for a bit of an aerial touch, maybe a double tap. And gets it!
Absolutely scintillating strike. Takes a 2-goal lead for his team. Once again, that is phenomenal.
I told you it was hype. I told you it was hype. £1,260 prize pool.
Right now, this right here is the pinnacle of RSC.
Hello
everybody, and welcome back to the RSC Season 8 Major Finals. And this is your grand final. We've just seen a ridiculous series where BladeSmith reverse swept Saturnia to find themselves here to face the Gladiators. That team who has been at the top of the mountain waiting patiently to find out who they are up against. I believe they've all been sat actually in the same Hangout VC, having a chat, maybe, you know, swapping some choice words, you never know. But I'm excited to see this matchup because we talked about it, you know, myself, Vector Source, behind the scenes, talk about actually this matchup is really interesting. BladeSmith's mechanics, Gladiators' mechanics, is a real mechanical fest off right now.
Yeah, fascinating prospect here. Of course, BladeSmith having already faced Gladiators, being swept in that upper round one, something that that will be in the back of their mind that they will be worried about, I'm sure. But now coming off a reverse sweep, the momentum could not be higher. They might be quite exhausted by now at this point. I think the team chat and within the stream chat as well, people saying that they were shaking, the way that they were feeling. It was such a hype moment, such high emotion and high intensity for BladeSmith to be coming off of that now, completely warmed up, maybe too warmed up, you could say. But for the side of Gladiators, an interesting proposal here. The fact that Evoke and Lovely Cans have already been here. They were here last season. They were in the upper bracket with Dark Energy, and they got bracket reset. They lost 2 best-of-7 series against that Burning Blaze coming from the lower bracket. So they don't want to be haunted by the ghost of seasons past. And we'll have to see whether or not they can close this one out, because at a minimum, they have to win 4 games against the BladeSmith sides who are looking so deadly, so dangerous, absolutely ready to play. And this just feels like it's going to be a match of who has the better mechanics. We'll have to see.
Yeah, and I think if it goes to a second best of 7, you have to start worrying for Gladiators, because they've been there before, and it will start bringing up some downtrodden memories in the back of your mind after what happened in the last season. But this is how your major playoff bracket and has gone. We see the journey from Saturnia. We saw them win the first round 1 against the Venom, falling to Gladiators, then falling to the BladeSmiths. BladeSmiths working their way, falling to Gladiators in the round 1, 3-0, beating Jammy Dodgers, beating Venom, reverse sweeping Saturnia, finding himself against Gladiators, and Gladiators kind of have a bit of a, you know, a nice cool run here, only dropping 1 game so far to Saturnia in the upper final, so going to be interesting to see how these two teams match up. But as you mentioned, it is 2 mechanical sides really vying out for that control. Who is going to come out on top? And the way, you know, I have to say it, the way that Duck in particular is playing right now, it's a scary prospect. I think if Duck is given any sort of breathing room, whether it's in his own half or wherever it may be, he seems to create opportunities and find angles from absolutely nothing.
And not just creating opportunities, stopping them as well. Did so much against Saturnia to prevent their offense from flourishing in those final 3 games. In that reverse sweep, that comeback was so devastating for Saturnia, having lost the way that they did against Gladiators, not getting their second chance. And they were phenomenal contenders, but just not enough on the day. BladeSmiths here having to do almost the impossible against a lot of people have written them off against Gladiators. It's what we saw with Hydra Toxin last night as well. No one believed, well, not no one, but most people didn't believe that Hydra had any chance against Toxin. It could be the same situation here, but a reverse sweep, something we've seen very, very little of this season, and in the playoffs, all the ones that we've had, it could be the changing of the guard, the turning of the tide. I just hope that BladeSmiths have got the ability to show up here. I want a bracket reset because, well, I just want them to go the distance, and I want them to prove that they deserve to be in this grand final, Gladiators.
I really think actually it is going to be a bracket reset. I think BladeSmiths are really hot right now. However, I think, you know, a person that we have to, and a player we have to mention is Menorca. He's been such an anchor for this Gladiators roster. So many assists throughout the whole series, whole season, the whole playoff so far. He is definitely that player to look out for. But we are underway in your Season 8 Major Grand Finals. Who is going to come out on top? Only time will tell with Sato with an early shot that plays off the crossbar and down. That could have been a way in for BladeSmiths, but they have started off hot. This is exactly what you want to see out of them. Duck trying to link up with Sato. Sato's going up, blocking Lovely Cans' shot. A clearance even off the back there.
They've already started pushing and cooking hard right now. Potentially the warmer team coming off just playing a full series. That shot is deadly off the ceiling, but they are already applying that pressure. Cans does find a demo onto Duck. Gonna slow it down momentarily, but Sato then once again off the crossbar. And the thing is, those fine margins, the reason we're seeing a lot of crossbar is you have to find those fine margins. But Duck is doing it again. What an insane aerial from such a tight angle. Just takes its time, flies in the air and plays it towards that near post, and Cans can't do anything but watch it bounce off his bumper into the back of the net. Duck, Duck, Duck. What am I seeing from you? He is stepping up the precedent of these mechanics.
That entire first minute, Gladiators did not leave their half. It was constant offense from Bladesmiths, constant pressure, a demo on the back line, Wolfie trying to bump out Cans as well. So many chances slammed into the woodwork, something that has given Bladesmiths quite a few woes throughout these playoffs, plenty against Saturnia in fact, in that lower final. But they get so many chances, they have so many opportunities. Cans here with one of his own, and a demo on the back line did mean that Duck was not going to be that third man that Bladesmiths needed to keep this lead. And the Gladiators showing up, coming out with a response very, very quickly, knowing that they need to prevent Bladesmiths from building any sort of momentum, any sort of rhythm, because they can be so vicious when they get there. And they can become so sharp, as their name suggests, on that blade. But it can sometimes be a double-edged blade for Bladesmiths if they get too cocky, if they get too confident, too aggressive, and become reckless. Then Gladiators will recognize that instantly. They're so good at adapting, as you said, pointing out Menorca being such a facilitator for this team. Got 6 assists in a single game, and although the scoreline was somewhat inflated against Saturnia, does so much on the field for his team. And Duck is not going to be back in time if he can. No, he was back, but Evoke read the play, got the read, got the dunk, and Gladiators take this lead. I'm surprised that this is the way that it's gone. I thought Bladesmiths would actually start finding a lot more time on offense, but Gladiators come right back with a haymaker of their own.
Indeed they do. And that's the lethality of that double-edged sword, as you were mentioning about Bladesmiths. They can be so aggressive, but the counter-attack from Gladiators, so clinical as always. We saw them against Saturnia. Evoker's gone up. Look at the double tap, but can't find it. Menorca's there, though. Can he capitalize? No, he can't. Just a little bit too far up for him to get an executable shot. But the pass down to Sato is there. Evoke recovering so quickly. Evoke and Cans really having to step up mechanically to keep up with this Bladesmiths roster. Saturnia, on the other hand, were definitely that team playing chemistry sort of scenario, but when it comes to these two teams, it is a mechanical fest. Duck putting it forward, looking for Wolfie, can't make anything happen, but does win the 50-50 actually. Evoke though on the rotation back, looking for Cans can't find the redirect angle on point. Menorca's there to pick up the piece, he's going to pass it back. Oh, the Duck is going to go up and make the challenge. No, he doesn't, plays it patiently. Wolfie loses that 50-50 to Evoke, and the ball's going to bounce precariously, looking for the shot. It was on target, but fortunately for Bladesmiths, they were on defense, and this is what Gladiators do so well. They rotate that midfield and keep that pressure on so effectively. It makes it so difficult for any team to break out of their defense, but they have done so now. But initially, as I'm saying that, Cans is just answering back. A great touch from Sato, but Menorca is there, couldn't find the angle. Evoke's gone up, and Evoke has slotted it in. And after the early stint of pressure coming out from Bladesmiths, Gladiators are now at 3-1 lead, as we just gone under the 2-minute marker. You have to start saying that if this Bladesmiths side want to win, yes, they have to keep up that aggressive nature, but they have to be so aware of their cleanliness of rotations.
Because when they even do manage to get a clear, sometimes it looks good. But there's been a lot of showdowns, a lot of duels to the death, just very quick hunting people down. Menorca with a shot here. Evoke didn't get it on target, but Menorca has come through to be that goal scorer for Gladiators, exactly what they needed. But Bladesmiths, as I was about to say, that they just go scrambling back on defense. They get reckless, as we were talking about. They're going up the field trying to create offense when they need to be defending, when they need to be rotating, and setting that foundation up, which is what they didn't do against Saturnia in the first 2 games. It's why it's a big part of the reason why they managed to clutch that reverse sweep. They changed up the way that they were playing. And they changed the way that they were trying to get out of defense, but right now Gladiators won't allow it, and Cans finds the read other side of the net. It was a bit too far for the initial shot, but he gets there, adapts to the play, something we talked about with Gladiators, works so well for them, and a 5-1 goal line is ridiculous to start game one. The way that Gladiators have been playing, have been doing so well, but the Bladesmiths have been playing even, but Gladiators just doing what they do best and breaking down any defense that they come up against.
You know, 5-1 is the scoreline, but it just doesn't feel like it should be that sort of deficit. And what a finish coming out from Sato. Slots it in at the far post there. Great pass from Morphe to set up that opportunity. And I think, you know, that's such a clinical finish. Marginal difference there. But it does pay off. 5-2 is that scoreline now. And right now it is just so close between these two sides. Anything really can happen. But it is still Gladiators in that control. Bladesmith's trying to make something happen here off the back. Evoke so quick to the ball. Sato does get a touch away. Kanz is there to recover it. Evoke trying to find the redirect, but couldn't. Kanz is there. Wolfie with a brilliant double save. Menorca keeping that midfield control in their hands. Slowed down the attack just momentarily. Sato playing patiently, just waiting to read what happens in the game. He does so. We're stuck in net, though. Almost being a little bit deadly, though. Menorca popping it up, looking for Evoke. Evoke with a shot, but just a little bit wide. Wolfie keeping that away, and with 30 seconds left on the clock, a 3-goal deficit. They're going to have to score now if they want the opportunity. There was a demo in the backline. Wolfie was trying to find that redirect down, but I think with the clock ticking down, is going to be Gladiators taking this first map, first game in this best of 7. A brilliant job so far, but I think it's much closer than people would have called in terms of what the gameplay scoreline does not reflect what we've been seeing on the field.
And whilst Gladiators have had some brilliant goals, I think the scoreline flatters them ever so slightly. Bladesmiths just didn't get too aggressive. This could have easily been just a 3-2 game instead of 5-2. It could have also been worse if Gladiators had a little bit better shooting. There were some open net opportunities, but for Bladesmiths, they've been here before. They went down 2 games to Saturnia, doing the exact same thing that they were doing against them, where they're getting too aggressive, not being resolute on defense, not recognizing when they need to sit back and be reactionary. When Sato scored that strike, that one that kind of defied physics as it went off the post, it was just from the fact that Gladiators committed 2 and Sato won the 50, and it dropped straight to a teammate, and they had that 1-2 passing option. So because that worked, if they recognize that that's the way that they need to play, they need to force errors from Gladiators by playing a bit more patient, by waiting for the play to develop, trying to get a 50 out, because that's forcing your opponent to make a decision, to make a play. And if it doesn't work for them, then they're out of position, they're out of boost, and you get another opportunity, instead of trying to force things and trying to just flat out beat Gladiators straight up, because they're just too good, they're too strong. And as their name suggests, they are great in an arena, in a scrappy fight, and this is exactly what Bladesmiths don't want to get dragged into.
100%, they're really good, that scrappy fight. They seem to have an element of composure, this Gladiators side, to really catch teams off guard when they think that it's going to fall out of control. But Bladesmiths did keep themselves within it. They've done such a good job at maintaining the speed at which they like to play mechanically. And I think actually this game could have been really different if Bladesmiths were able to capitalise on those early opportunities and get a bit more of a goal lead. And we'll have to see whether that is going to transpire as we enter into game number 2 of this best of 7, and it is immediately Duck putting that pressure on. We saw a glimpse of him early on in that game number 1, and I think he's definitely the player we're looking to step up for this Bladesmiths side. So good mechanically, and we saw a ridiculous goal earlier on. But this doesn't matter. Oak is just breaking axles. Oh my word. Evoke pops it up, fakes it, catches it, takes it around. Goodbye, Bladesmiths. Evoke has come to play. Call him Evade, not Evoke, because that's exactly what he's doing.
Invoking something godlike there. That was beautiful. Didn't even need anything that special. Sato with a strike. Oh my goodness, the 1-2-3 passing play. We don't even have time to break down the brilliance of one team's mechanics because they just don't do it on the other side. Look how close to the play he is. Completely beating out Evoke as that defender. And they've evened up the game instantaneously. And I know this, we say this quite a bit, it's almost cliched at this point, Hop. It looks like the top two teams in the tier going against each other. It's obvious that it makes sense. Another one from Sato.
Can we just look
the passing play is so brilliant. Wolfie off the ceiling and the double tap. Does not go on target, but it drops down. None of the gladiators are able to react to it. And I need to say my voice. They're doing too many crazy things in quick succession. This is mental.
This is obscene. 35 seconds of pure ridiculous mechanics. What is going on right now? Duck and Co on the side of Bladesmith doing ridiculous stuff, as well as some stupid, insane plays coming out from the Gladiators. But if you're a Gladiators player, you want to start slowing this down. You don't want this side of Bladesmith to get into that comfortable sort of play style. Otherwise, they're going to really run away with it. They love to do wacky stuff, and they're executing it so well. Opportunity for Menorca, blocked out, and Wolfie makes another save alongside his teammate Duck to keep it away. A bit of a whiff coming out from Duck, uncharacteristic of him, but Sato reading the touch nicely. Going to take it back across his own goal, bit dangerously, as Evoke was there, but it is covered well by Sato. Evoke gets a beautiful touch over Wolfie. Duck actually plays it straight down. That's thrown off the players on Gladiator, trying to put that offense in. A great demo by Sato onto Evoke's going to slow this down. It's going to leave the ball for Duck, try and flick it over, but Kant is there, reading it nicely. Sato gets a touch over Menorca. Duck gets the flick on. Evoke has got back, but Sato is chasing so hard. So good at what he does. Duck looking for the double tap, can't find the angle again. This is a mechanical fest. I would have lost my voice by the time if that went in. But Sato keeping the pressure on. Menorca is there. Tries to go for the shot, but great defense coming out from the Bladesmith side. Wolfie coming off the sideboard, putting it across the field, looking for his teammate. Can't find anything as Can to put it straight back down off the backboard of the Bladesmiths, where Duck is waiting. Good shot from Evoke. Sato's going to just pinch it and pancake it momentarily. Wolfie doesn't get the best of touches, falls straight into the path of Menorca. But fortunately, recovery from Sato is going to keep that away. Good pinch by Duck. He's actually going to throw off Menorca completely. And Menorca backflips. And that is going to be Duck putting it in. Menorca getting completely caught out. And look at the pinch from Duck, actually. And Menorca was completely not expecting that touch from him. And I think Menorca was expecting the clean hit down the line. This trajectory, but that bounce really throwing it off, and that is Bladesmith with a 3-1 lead over Gladiators in this game too. As we approach the halfway mark, Sato's gone up. Oh, Vector, this is ridiculous, this gameplay.
And we barely have time to analyse what's going on, Hop. So much stuff is happening. It's constant play-by-play, back and forth in this grand final. And before this series even started, I expected Gladiators to shut down so much of what Bladesmith were doing that they wouldn't get nearly as much space as they were allowed against Eternia, and that they wouldn't find those mechanics that they are so good at, they're so prolific with. But they've somehow done it. They've found the avenues, they've found the area that they can work with, and Duck here doing so much work. All three Bladesmith players getting their name on the score sheet. Wolfie trying to do it again. The Doomsday Disc drops it down. Duck was looking for the shot, but it's just pinched away, and a quick counter opportunity for Gladiators is completely cut short as the midfield is demolished. Menorca no longer part of that play, but is part of this one. Bouncing back up to the midfield. Wolfie trying to take control of this. Duck just waiting on that back corner boost. Waiting for the play to develop. Actually works in his favour as Cans takes a little bit of time. A wayward touch, but he gets the dunk over and Wolfie backflips. Duck is going to be there! Takes it off the crossbar and keeps this lead intact. That was unbelievable defence.
Duck does it all. He scores ridiculous goals and uses those mechanics to keep it out. Goal line clearance coming out from him. Sato whipping the ball. Evoke whiffs on the opposite corner. It's going to give Wolfie some space with, but still it's bouncing precariously. Can's going to try and make something happen here. Menorca is up, but Sato getting that clearance away. Evoke's going to try and catch the ball. Just pops it off the side. Wolf just too quick to it. Hasn't got much boost to work with. Duck with the shot. From being a goal line standing player and goes up and gets a ridiculous redirect. A beautiful pass from Wolfie, had zero boost to work with, and Duck slots it in. This Bladesmith side are somehow finding a way to suffocate the Gladiators. We didn't think it was possible, but Bladesmiths are somehow doing this. It is unbelievable, but with a minute left on the clock, 3 goals isn't out of the reach for this Gladiators roster as Menorca is trying to start and kickstart that sort of play. Kant has gone for the shot. What? Duck again, keeping this goal line clear. How has he done that? The ball was going in. We saw it halfway across, but Duck just says no.
2 goals, 2 saves, doing absolutely everything for Bladesmiths here. We can't forget about the rest of the team, of course, but such crucial moments. Cans with a fake on the first man. Trying to get it past the second. Kind of wins the 50. Minorca's there in the midfield. Cans going for the demo. Doesn't get it, and Minorca misses, but Evoke comes back through the midfield with 20 seconds left to go. This is exactly the moment they needed to find a goal. Bladesmiths just a little bit slow to the mark. They're hesitant. Duck expecting a high shot and goes flying over the ball. They didn't quite find the save that time, but they may have done just enough with the mechanical masterclass that we've seen from them throughout this game. Exactly the time that they needed to bring it back. And you can just feel the energy hop. You can feel it burning throughout this field, throughout all 6 players. It's heating up so much, and I just wonder which side can stay in the kitchen.
I don't know at this stage. These Bladesmith sides are really coming out. And what a team play. I mean, Gladiators were just caught completely napping here. And the speed is really what is the difference. We were talking about Gladiators being one of the fastest sides, especially when they face Saturnia, but this Bladesmith team just seem to have the answer. It is incredible to see what these 2 sides are doing. With 3 seconds left on the clock, it looks like we're going to have a tied series after game number 2. Bladesmiths really doing incredible work, but Duck again showing what he is made of. Goal line clearances, incredible mechanic goals, and holy moly, is this a series that we have on our hands.
So back and forth already. The same scoreline that we saw Gladiators beating Bladesmiths in the last game. Completely flipped it on its head, turned the tables. Because of that, I just don't know which way it's going to go. Both sides are so damn good at what they do. For me, Bladesmiths kind of just edge it out in the mechanics department, especially on defense. Duck's been doing so much work. It's ridiculous that he's able to keep that composure and be so consistent with that. The way that Gladiators have broken down defenses, struck past goalkeepers like they weren't even there at times. So it's crazy that they managed to perform to this level. And I just wonder if Gladiators can bounce back and do it again as they did in the first game, because Bladesmiths look so warmed up.
They look so hot right now, and the thing is, it's very different, and I'm sure you'll agree with me, in my respect to eSport, playing my game, you playing Rocket League, if you are trying to warm up against a team who are playing lights out mechanical Rocket League, it's actually quite difficult to warm up your own game, because you're having to fight against the odds in that warm-up, and right now, if the way the Bladesmiths keep going, Gladiators have a really long, hard slog to get back up to what they want to be performing at.
They absolutely do. Something that a lot of questions are going to be asked about them. Many people in the chat. I mean, Gladiators themselves might start questioning themselves. Wolfie gets the double tap. It's off the post, and Minorca back at the field. Evoker's already coming off the ceiling. I don't know if they were expecting a pass there. It didn't work out. An early stint of offense. 1v3 for Cans is not going to beat the first man. Santal gets 50'd there. The Gladiators, at least for Evoke and Cans, already been here, already felt the pain of having to go into a bracket reset, getting beaten by Blaze last season. Now Bladesmiths looking to do it again, take that energy. But Evoke controlling the ball, goes up, trying to beat 2, manages to get the 50, beats out both of them. Cans looking for a double tap here, doesn't find it, but Minorca is there. Wolfie is too quick, and is probably going to beat Evoke here as it goes up and over, but Evoke somehow stops that in its tracks, slams off the crossbar, and we're still in an even game. I don't know how Wolfie's mechanics will stop there, but they managed to hold on. Oh!
It's so ridiculously close between these 2 players, but Evoke being potentially one of the most mechanical players on the side of Gladiators, he's actually been forced back to act as that 3rd man role, because his mechanics is what is keeping this Bladesmith side from not scoring right now. And that is their concern. They need Cans and Minorca to step up in terms of their mechanics and to keep up with this Wolfie, Sato, and Duck side right now. Is now the passing plays coming out. Wolfie with the shot, just a little bit high, but you saw the glint in his eyes. He wanted that. Potentially happening. Sato's gone up and he found the angle. At the end of the day, the double tap wasn't needed. Instead, they needed a protractor as Sato somehow slots that straight into the back of the net. And it is Bladesmiths with the 1-goal lead once again. This is obscene Rocket League coming out from the Bladesmiths side. They are looking really sharp at this moment. as it is Gladiators having to fight from behind, and I don't think many people predicted or foresaw that happening.
I mean, I don't think many people thought that they'd reverse sweep Saturnia either, but that is what come to pass. You predicted it, Hop, and you predict the bracket reset here for Bladesmiths. It's going that way so far, still a 1-goal game, plenty of time left, but they're looking so sharp, looking so quick and composed. Whenever they go up on offense, Evoke here catching this, gets it past one, Wolfie's rotating through, front post rotation rarely works out, and it has to here, Santo going off the backboard, Duck attempted to create something himself as well. And Gladiators just look flustered at times. They're still brilliant. They're still looking for chances. But this one is going to drop in as Sato makes a mistake. And that is where Gladiators can start to exploit things. They're almost always ready for a whiff or a mistouch. That's what Sato's done here. A little unfortunate to not read that. But when Bladesmiths gets exposed, when that third man is just off the mark, isn't perfect 100% of the time, then they can get exposed. We saw it in the first game. And that could come back to bite them. But they've got the bit between their teeth. They are raring to go for this one. I can't wait to see how they respond.
That's a ridiculous pinch coming out from one of the Gladiators players to keep that away. But, you know, the Bladesmiths side are playing such a unique form of Rocket League because they are so mechanical. They're letting a solo play out, and if there's an opportunity, they're bringing the other two players into the format. That's why the rotations are so clean right now. That's why they almost always have one or two players back. Because these solo players coming out are so deadly and open up so much space. If it works out well for the solo play, they're going to either get a goal or get a follow-on opportunity. And that is obscene to play like this, especially against the Gladiators roster, who have been so fast to the ball 99% throughout of these playoffs. Can's going to find opportunity in the midfield. Only pops it down. Duck is going to read that, but the clearance is going to be huge. Norca's going to be last back for a while. Doesn't get the best of touches, but just enough to keep this Bladesmith side in an awkward scenario. Wolfie again flying in so quickly in there. They're so happy to challenge the Bladesmith team. Just doesn't matter what angle or where it is. They are flying in, and it makes Gladiators feel really uncomfortable. But it is a 1-1 goal line right now, and we are approaching the minute marker. This could really, whoever takes this game really sets the precedent of how they want the series to play out. Wolfie has got the ball, he's going to knock it over to the opposite side. Menorca reads that nicely, actually. He's not going to play up so again. Menorca waiting patiently, going to keep that away, but Sato with the clearance is there. Cans is back, going to put it high off the backboard. But not fast enough to it. He has having to reverse. He's just waiting on the backboard. Defense so good there. Sato's so quick to the ball. He does leave Duck some space to work with here. He's going to play it up on the backboard. Evoke had to read that. Sato's coming in. Duck's going to follow out with another touch to his own, but it just makes this Gladiator side so uncomfortable. The amount of shots that are coming in, and plays like that, even though they're not getting the double touch, with the ball bouncing precariously. Now Menorca's going to come flying in. Duck's there, though. Had to get that touch. Menorca was looking dangerous. Cans, though, can he do anything with it? Looked for the fake, but a double commit in front of the net. Evoke plays it high and wide, and Menorca's not going to be able to get that touch. An opportunity now for Wolfie to link up with Sato, who's already down the field. And the audacity to have Sato already sitting all the way in the Gladiators half. This just shows the supreme amount of confidence that Bladesmiths are playing with right now.
And we hit our first overtime of this series. A little bit surprised it's come relatively late in this third game. Both sides looking so damn good, but a double commit here means Evoke could have had a chance. Missed the second touch. Does not put it on target. And that could have been it. Quick end to this very close game. Lovely Kansas going up off the backboard, trying to find the read. Doesn't have the boost to do it, however. And it's going to go one team, but Menorca with a free shot puts it too high. Lovely Kansas rotated already. That close cut rotation is almost working for them. They've just about survived the onslaught, though. And Bladesmiths go back on their own. Sato trying to get this past the first man. Does manage to do so, but Wolfie committed early, thinking that was going to go a different way. Duck attempting to do it all himself with the double tap. It's not going to work, but this is popped up for Wolfie, thankfully. Lovely Cans does find the pace to clear that one out. Wolfie already in position, coming off the goal line. Cans going up, beating the first, and going through the corner, but gets his boost stolen. Oh, well, I suppose you could say Wolfie kept it from being stolen by Cans, but another to the backboard. Cans doesn't have much, and Duck had to make that touch. But again, it's straight back to another player on Gladiators. It's falling into the midfield so much when they get those clearances, and I mean, you can see the panics there, the nerves are so clear to see in an overtime such as this. Such evenly matched teams. And Evoke's going for the last man. Duck had to jump, but Sato recognized that. Well communicated. And they keep that danger away. That threat isn't as bad if you've got someone to help you deal with it. Wolfie here trying to go for the Doomsday Dish, just catch the ball, but Evoke ready, and Duck going for the shot. Double tap attempt is not found, and Sato cannot be quick enough. And it is just literally two sides trying not to make mistakes, trying to beat their opponent in these situations. Evoke going for the edge, but Menorca is stopped at the second time of asking. Duck continuing to be that defender that Bladesmiths so desperately need. And 2 minutes almost into this overtime, I have no idea which way it's going to go.
You cannot call it, but Menorca making plays, opening up some space. Duck reading it so perfectly once again. Two players are back for the Gladiators. Cans gets a touch around one.
Evoke is there, but Sato off the goal line keeps it out. We've hit 2 minutes of overtime right now. Both these teams battling it out. Wolfie is there, couldn't find the redirect. It's going to have to be rotation for the Bladesmith side. Can's trying to find the redirect, but couldn't find the angle. However, he found himself in a prime opportunity for that pass, but Wolfie again keeping it out. You have to start saying Gladiators are finding themselves some really good opportunities here, but cannot ever count out Bladesmith. Counts with the redirect, but couldn't find the angle. Duck plays it under one. Now a little bit more room to breathe with. Sato takes it away from him, puts it into the far corner. Evoker's there waiting. He's going to catch the ball, go for the dribble. Late challenge from Duck is going to be a little bit dangerous. The ball bouncing just a little bit wide. Bladesmith's getting away with that one. Sato's going to find himself with the ball. Just take his time. He's going to reverse it up before a pull can in. A really smart play from him. But the shot is going to come out from Evoker. Sato's waiting downfield, looking for that. So he has got the touch. He's got the redirect, but his save has come from Menorca to keep that out. Duck trying to find the angle once again, but Evoke's going to clear it down the field. Good touch from Wolfie to keep that away. They want to keep the pressure on the Bladesmith side. Wolfie's done exactly that. A bit of a pinch happens. We're going to bounce precariously. Menorca, though, reading it nicely. Duck coming off the sidewalk, going to pop it up for Sato. Sato's going to get the touch, looking for the double touch, but can't. Reading it off that backboard very sweetly. Looked dangerous for a moment. Sato was priming himself for an opportunity. Zero boost to work for Wolfie, but does land straight onto that corner boost. Sato there taking over the power. Which Menorca actually cuts really beautifully. Evoke is there to follow it up as well. Duck is going to be last player back for a moment, but does exactly what he needs to do and slow down the play. 3 players are pushed forward. Can the Gladiators do anything with this? Wolfie off the back ball, keeping it very nicely away from the danger zone. Sato's going to follow it up, pops it downfield, looking for Wolfie. I was going to lose my mind if that went in, but for the sake of our vocal cords, it was kept out by the upright.
Double commit, lovely Cans is up. He's going to try and tap it down, doesn't get the double tap though. There's Vote looking for it as well. I saw Wolfie coming in for that.